It's my relationship with God.
Oh shit! It's the shittiest rapper in the world back to talk about the greatest podcast in the world. I love the Drunken Peasants. They are the best podcast. All four of the peasants are basically God. I'd suck TJ's dick and also Paul's dick. I'd pray each day to Scotty and Ben's the key to it all. Oh shit, I just got home, yeah. Can't wait to watch some Drunken Peasants podcast. If you don't know them, fuck off, it's the best shit. Funny commentary on videos, they're hilarious. Sometimes lowbrow, it's true, don't be so serious. It's four dudes having fun, so take it fucking easy, yeah. Shows are occasionally bland, I don't give a shit. Do you see how many shows they film, man? I love them.
Well, bro, they have writing. They have writing.
Well, they talk about Brett King too much. They didn't talk about Brett King.
I've been betrayed. Well, they suck now. I hate the Drunken Peasants. They are a shitty podcast. All four of you scammers can suck my cock. They never listen to the whims of the fans, so let's start hashtag fuck ban. When TJ was on Joe Rogan, Joe should have murdered him. Oh hell no, just got home to see some short and DP clips spamming up my feed. No, what the fuck is this, a guest I don't like? Don't you know as a fan I own your whole life? Back in 2015, DP were so pure and clean. Yeah, when did they get so goddamn mean? They were disease, unintellectualism. Why don't they follow my vision? Please DP, let me make your decision. Go to their Patreon, remove $5. Start my own show, make $5. I'm telling you, they used to be perfect. Now I only watch inebriated discussions, the superior version. Get fucked, DP. Do exactly what I want when I want, and you get my $5 Patreon donation back, bitches. I'll see you in the Brett Keane hangout. At least he has standards.
You're a bunch of dirty-ass losers.
I do not like Paul. I do not enjoy him. I will make a post now about how I would enjoy murdering him.
Oh shit, I really can't stand Paul. Now we fans all gotta stand tall about our criticisms that have been noted 1,000 times. I listen when Paul talks about getting divorced and losing all his friends, being depressed and moving, then having to restart his whole life. Fuck depression, I don't give a fuck. I demand perfection in my podcast. There's performances, you cunts get up and respond to every single one of my complaints, cause nobody anywhere has said the same thing.
I do not like Paul. I do not enjoy him. I will make a post now about how I would enjoy murdering him.
Another day, another time, I might have enjoyed you, but now I'm just committed to the hatred. It doesn't matter that you said you know you're salty, and you're trying to work on it. Yeah, I don't even care, I don't give a fuck. I demand immediate change, immediate change, immediate change. Fuck you all.
I do not like Paul. I do not enjoy him. I will make a post now about how I would enjoy murdering him. I do not like Paul. I do not tolerate him. I would like it known now that I would enjoy skinning him.
You don't know what it's like to find yourself in the headlights of a Drunken Peasants episode where Paul's not listening to my advice. I don't know why he disregard me, except if he's retarded like me. his whole life is a failure because of several times he made mistakes. Unlike me, at any point in my life, come and see. Fuck you, Paul.
Warning. The Drunken Peasants podcast is full of comedic exaggerations, independent thought, insensitivity, and other offensive content. We strongly urge all viewers and listeners to keep their brains in their skulls throughout the entire duration of this podcast. Failure to do so will result in immediate death. If you wish to support this podcast, there are several ways to do so. First, you can sign up for a free audiobook trial at audibletrial.com/drunkenpeasants. Audible is the foremost seller of audiobooks today with hundreds of thousands of titles to satisfy all manner of tastes. Second, if you shop on Amazon.com, please use the Amazon affiliate links in the description section of this video. Every purchase you make helps to support this podcast's existence. Third, please peruse our merchandise and see if any of it strikes your fancy. We sell a lot of t-shirts, so we must be doing something right. One more thing before I go. To make an official submission to the Drunken Peasants, whether it be a video for one of our segments, or fan art, or a picture of you wearing one of our shirts, or anything you think we might want to use on the show, that stuff needs to be sent to the Drunken Peasants Facebook inbox. Please do not send correspondence, as this will be deleted unread. With all that shit out of the way, it's time to begin the show.
It's my life in the box in front of me. Like a jaw in my arms is the soul of me. You walk by, ask to see me lay face down. Your head by the thorn, spin your eye.
Yes! Welcome, everyone! Welcome, Goldberg! Goldberg! Yeah! Yeah, welcome to the Drunken Peasants podcast, episode 334.
Wow.
Oh, man.
What an auspicious number.
Whoa, what a fucking epic intro. Holy
where
shit!
are you at, Ben?
The crowd's going wild, man.
Are you invisible, Ben?
The crowd is going wild.
Invisiben, dude. Look.
Ben is
invisible. I am invisible. What the fuck happened?
Ben, I
don't know. You're Gorn, dude.
Ben is pretty talented.
Ben has vanished.
He's running the-
I assure you, he is sitting there.
No, he's not. Where the fuck is Ben,
Is Ben's ghost?
Dude,
doing the show?
I don't know.
Have you seen
Dude, there's a temporal anomaly going on.
Of
No,
Ben?
Ben's gone, dude. Ben doesn't
I'm
exist.
Gorn.
Oh, shit.
Oh, now TJ's Gorn.
No, I'm Gorn.
Oh, shit. We're all Gorn.
No, I'm still here.
This is weird.
All right, well.
We did so many
I
things
will-
earlier without this being a problem.
But I'll try to fix it, but that's fine. Go ahead and
there we go.
Oh, well,
go ahead
then
and talk
TJ's
about
back.
what you want to talk about, and I'll try to fix it.
I want to talk about coughing into the mic.
Can I talk about how I was slighted by TJ just recently?
Yes.
How were you slighted, sir?
So,
You know what?
Paul-
Actually, I have a real grievance.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I do.
All right, let's hear it.
Because you know what? Chelsea today tried to call Lazy Boy about that broken chair.
Another broken chair.
Yeah, you know, and she called the store, and they told her to call the warehouse, and she called the warehouse, and they told her to call corporate, and she called corporate, and they told her to call the store.
Wow.
And I just want to throw it out there, Paul broke my chair.
What?
You did.
It was Paul.
We're like 99% sure it was you, Paul.
I'm pretty sure Paul broke my chair, because you know what?
fucking sure
They
it was
specifically
Paul.
fucking told me,
Sure was Paul.
don't get out of the chair with the leg rest still out.
And Paul did
And
it.
Paul fucking, I saw him do it several times, and now the chair's fucked. And as more proof, Paul's chair at his house is fucking broken. So Paul
Wait a
can't
minute.
sit down for shit.
I'm responsible for your fucking chair being busted?
Yeah,
Yes.
we're pretty sure.
That is correct. And you know what?
I
now
didn't
I'm
break
doing,
the chair.
Now I'm doing
Let
the
me say
runaround.
for the fucking record, I sat in that chair several times, and I leaned
And
it back,
broke it.
and it worked just fine.
All right,
No,
all right.
he leaned it back.
So all the fucking
damaged
cameras
it.
are fixed. We're ready to
Oh,
move
shit.
on.
Ben's back.
Yeah,
Whoa.
yeah. I fixed the cameras.
Okay.
I know how to do it.
Ben is dead.
Like, before I would do it by stopping the stream and starting it again, but that caused our audio to be out of sync in that private show.
Yeah.
So we had to go about it a different way.
Cool.
All I can say is Paul broke the chair.
I didn't break any chairs.
Hashtag Paul
you know
broke
what, Paul?
the chair.
Maybe me and you can go on Discord or some other place or Ideology, and we'll discuss this further, dude.
All right, fair enough.
You know what? There's also something else we can talk about that will be ready very, very soon. It's not ready literally right now, but probably after this show goes down and it's processing and it comes back up, there's going to be something pretty awesome. That's going to be
Tell
available
us
to
about
the
it, Ben,
fans.
because I know it's something you've been working on.
It's an on-demand service for Drunken Peasants content that was at one point premium content. So it's a year's worth of the first year of Patreon private shows.
Mm-hmm.
It's the Tommy Sotomayor episode. It's all the Brett Keane episodes.
Mm-hmm.
It's some of our content from reviews that we've done, like our review of Egghead's dad's
Canyon Trail.
Canyon Trail.
You guys have heard us reference Canyon Trail.
Our review of
Fantastic Four.
Yeah, the 1994 Fantastic Four, which never made it to the cinema.
Never released.
All of this content, a few more things,
Plus some gaming content,
gaming
right? Too?
content, and also things that will be added periodically. All of this content for $10 a month.
Yep.
You can get it all
It's
and
a
watch
new
it unlimited.
Drunken Peasants subscription service to look at our back catalog of old content that was at the time only for patrons.
How the fuck can you beat that?
But now, I think how many hours of content is there? Do we know that yet?
Well, it's almost 30 videos right now, and each
So
video is
we-
at least an hour and a half. Some are 4
Maybe
hours
60
long.
to
So
70 hours.
We got
something.
we're talking about like 60 to 70 hours of content here. It's at some point in the very near future, it's going to be over 100 hours of content you can have access to for $10 a month, and you can cancel at any time. So if you want to if it takes you 3 months to watch it all, it's $30.
By the time this video goes up, it'll be available, and there will be a link in the description, so people who are watching this on demand later can check it out.
Dope.
Cool. All right.
It took forever to upload all this shit.
I'm sure it did.
All right. Anything else we want to talk about before we do troll or not a troll?
Scotty? Anything?
Shirts, Patreon.
Shirts and Patreon, yeah.
They exist. There's links below. Check them out.
Yeah.
Please go.
Maybe we'll talk about that later, since maybe
Yeah,
break it up a little
Sure,
bit.
of course.
Cool.
Let's get into things.
Let's do it.
Do it. Do it.
All right.
I'm not prepped for this. I picked this video, and I'm not.
Pitiful Paul.
This is awful.
All right. Let's just see it, Paul. Let's just see it, man.
Hi, baby girl.
Oh, no.
I just wanted to wish you happy 7-month anniversary, babe.
What the fuck, dude? Paul,
It gets so much worse.
Paul, do you already know the answer to...
I don't.
Okay.
That's why I selected
Okay.
this video, because I could not tell if this dude was being real and making this for his girlfriend, or if he knows that this is a basket of unrepentant cringe. I don't know, but it gets worse.
I love you. You know that, right?
He loves you, TJ.
I do. I love you so much. I love you more than there are all the hairs on every cat that Mr. McHugh owns.
Hold on.
That kind of almost sealed it for me.
Reserve judgment, because you may change.
Okay. Even
Okay.
more so.
You know, if I had even an eighth of a penny for every time that you were on my mind, I would be richer than everyone in the world.
Okay.
It's so lame.
It's gotta be a troll, dude.
No, dude. I think this guy... Dude, I think...
It's gotta be a troll. Come on.
I get the sinking feeling that this is a video that he made for some chick he was dating and sent it to her. When she broke up with him, she got mad and uploaded it somewhere, and it went viral, dude. That's what this stinks of to me.
You know what, Paul? I have to totally disagree with you, because we watched that Neil Breen shit, and me and TJ are pretty much convinced that, like, he just thinks he's great. But Paul is like, no, dude, Neil fucking Breen, he fucking knows he's bad. I'm like, no, dude, there's no... If he does,
I don't know.
then he's taking it to such a hardcore level. he
Neil
deserves
Breen,
it.
by the way, is the guy from the trailer of the Fateful Findings trailer we reviewed on the last episode.
We reviewed it. There's some other stuff on the internet, not the internet, on YouTube, reviewing his movies. I recommend anyone check that shit out.
Yes.
Because that's hilarious.
Genuinely.
Oh, yeah.
So, everybody want to vote now? Is this a troll or not a troll?
I'm going to go with troll.
I'm going not a troll.
Yes, troll. Ben?
Ben thinks it's a troll, so just go ahead and play the troll thing.
The trolls have
I'm
it,
the
dude.
lone dissenting opinion, once
Trolls
again,
have it, bitch.
on the conservative panel. The lone liberal voice.
It's a troll.
I thought it was a troll, too.
It's not a troll, dude.
Someone said they'll pay us not to play this.
A fair offer.
Dope.
We're done anyway.
Sold.
DP.
That's some great stories tonight. Great stories.
Needs more helicopters, more explosions, more puking dog.
This intro just doesn't work for me anymore.
This intro is not epic enough, man.
Yeah.
And
What's weird is that like we've asked for intros for it, no one's made one.
Yeah, like 3 times we've been like, "Hey guys, we need like we asked for intros
We've gotten like 30 million intros for Hypothesis.
Hypothesis, yeah, but nobody wants to make the new DP action. No, maybe nobody feels they're up to the task of making one epic enough.
Yeah,
there is puking
pussies. Pussies. Puking dog has to stay in the intro.
Oh well, there needs more. We need more puking dog, more explosions, more asses, more rocket launchers and helicopters and
T-Rexes and
T-Rexes.
I want a
barbarians.
Yeah,
and I want a helicopter and I want a hellfire missile.
Hellfire missiles and helicopters, boats firing those big fucking Scud missiles.
These are
and
like
shit.
some Mad Max level shit, dude.
All right, so the GOP released some information about their Obamacare replacement.
Cool, Obamacare replacement.
About the House Republican bill to repeal and replace Obamacare. It's just been made public. Let's go to our congressional correspondent, Phil Mattingly, who's joining us from Capitol Hill right now. You've got details. What are you learning, Phil?
Yeah, that's exactly right, Wolf. It's the 57 legislative pages that Republicans have been promising for more than 7 years. Now it's officially out, and Republicans, they will be acting as soon as Wednesday to start moving this forward. Now the details...
Took them fucking 7 years to get a 50-page document together, huh? Pretty impressive, Republicans.
Of what's in this draft, obviously, are incredibly important. A couple top lines that we were aware of going into this. It will repeal the individual and employer mandates. It does work to keep individuals on their parents' plans until the age of 26, just like Obamacare. And it will also work to maintain the ban on coverage, changing coverage for people with pre-existing conditions. Now, it's the details in terms of funding, how this all works, that's most important. Right now,
This sounds like it is Obamacare.
Oh, wait. So the individual mandate is gone, so that's a big difference, because that was a big Supreme Court case.
That's the big
maintains
wet
coverage
piss.
for pre-existing conditions. Okay,
That's
so
good.
But yeah, overwhelmingly popular. Allows children to stay on parents' plans. Overwhelmingly popular and doesn't really change the current system at all.
Sure.
So 2 of these things really, that's not any real change. Okay, so let's see. So
that's just letting you know what they're keeping from Obamacare.
For
I guess.
me, amongst the general populace, the cornerstones of Obamacare seem to be pre-existing conditions and allowing children to stay on their parents' plans for longer. Both of those things are staying in, so he's not really repealing and replacing anything.
Well, Paul, isn't it kind of funny, though? We live in a country where people claim to be against universal health care, but for children, I mean, you could argue whether the health care is good, but from 1 to 19 in most states, kids are covered.
Sure.
And then when you hit a certain age or you become disabled, then there is also a government. I mean, the government pays for most of people's health care now to begin with.
Yeah.
It seems like we have this really convoluted system. We have a VA system, which is broken. Why not just have a universal health care system? I really just I don't get it. It would be more cost effective.
Communism.
It'd be way more cost effective.
Communist.
I'm okay. I'm sorry.
Marxist.
You're a
Leninist.
fucking commie.
I'm sorry.
Stalinist.
You guys are right.
Well, you know what? Why don't you go suck Hitler's dick because he had universal health care in Nazi Germany?
Well, he
Why
was
don't
right
you go
about that.
suck Hitler? Hitler was right. You heard it here, folks.
He was right about universal health care.
Liberal podcast host says Hitler was right.
Wow.
About
dude.
universal health care, yes. If you did have universal health care, then...
Wow.
He's
Is it Kaiser Scotty or Tsar Scotty, dude?
Whoa.
Huh?
Calling you a commie.
Calling me a commie, Paul?
Scammy.
Tsar Scotty.
Scammy.
Bresno Davishna
Obamacare obviously relies heavily on subsidies.
We're not gonna talk
Those
about that,
subsidies
Paul.
You know
would be
that song,
repealed
don't you, Scotty?
Over a 3-year period.
I know it from
Wolf,
Rocky
in the current
IV.
plan, and they would be replaced with refundable tax credits. Now, this is an issue that has really divided the Republican conference, and here's how Republicans have tried to...
I just want to say I do not have any ties to Russia.
Address some of those concerns.
the red
They will
menace,
start
dude.
to phase out based on income levels, starting at $75,000 for individuals, $150,000 for joint filers. Those tax credits would change based on age. For those in the 20s, it would be $2,000 for a tax credit, going up to those in their 60s who would get $4,000. Now, the other major thorny issue here, Wolf, is
The older you get, the more tax credits you get.
Well, let's be honest. Those tax credits, I mean, unless you're going to keep pace with inflation, are already woefully underfunded. I mean, like maybe insurance rates go down somewhat because of this repeal.
Yeah,
but if they're maintaining pre-existing conditions coverage, it depends. I really don't see them going down a lot. Maybe they will go down significantly, because if they don't, there's no way for most people that are looking at a tax credit it's going to change them buying insurance or not. Just more people are going to go without insurance.
You don't understand economics,
Well,
boy.
let's definitely not give more money to young people who actually spend money, and let's give more money to old people who just squirrel it away until they die. That's a good thing. Let's not put more money in the hands of consumers that are actually out there in the shops buying
But
shit.
also, and really in fairness too, young people use the healthcare system significantly less on a percentage basis.
Sure,
because they're not old and they're not falling apart as much for the
Yeah.
most part.
Medicaid. Obviously,
I never
in
had that
Obamacare,
phase.
the Medicaid expansion was something that a number of governors decided to act on, including Republicans. They have been very concerned about how that will work in this new plan. According to the Republican draft that we now have, Medicaid expansion will be allowed to continue until January 1st of 2020.
So another Affordable Care Act provision. So let's see. We're individual mandate, Gorn. So maintain. Yeah. So 1, 2, 3. So we have 3 of the same things, but instead of subsidies, we're gonna have refundable tax credits.
So really, all it did was remove the big wet kiss to the insurance companies and keep basically the skeletal structure of Obamacare intact. Everything people like about Obamacare is still there.
Oh, if they're going to do these regulations against the insurance industry, if they're going to maintain that they can't deny pre-existing conditions and that you could be on your parents' plan till age 26 and shit, there's going to have to be some sort of other kiss to the insurance companies there.
Yeah, there's gonna be something else.
Because there's no way they're just going to write something that
Or
totally... What? I don't know. We'll have to wait to see what the full legislation is.
I mean, I think there's a good chance that Trump just goes, no, fuck you.
Maybe.
Or what? Like he did with Ford when he like before he was even president, he was like, this is awful.
But this
Ford
is not
awful.
I mean, this is not Trump writing this. This is the fucking Republicans.
He's got his hooks in this.
Sure,
though.
of course.
So, just want to point out really quick, someone tipped us in the chat, and they have a question, so I thought...
Yo, DP, you guys are fucking awesome, but I'm wondering what your beef with is with Jimmy Dore. I heard you guys mention him and didn't know the context. I feel like you guys would probably get along and agree on a lot of shit. So Ben, you wanna explain the Jimmy Dore issue?
I won't doubt that there are things that we agree on. What happened was, he made a video talking shit about Milo and then took a jab at us while using our video, while not mentioning our names,
while taking the story out of context.
He implied that we were creepy and that we were there to discuss child sex, and like implied that we were in somebody's basement somewhere. And
also, he's a coward.
Yeah,
he runs up and spits in people's face. Like, I'm not a fan of Alex Jones. We goof on him all the time.
He's an idiot.
But you don't.
He's a piece of shit.
Yeah, you don't run up on someone and spit in their face and run away.
And like
That's assault.
The broader context of it is Jimmy Dore is part of the Young Turks who are always trying to paint themselves as we're the new media. We're part of the new media. We're the leaders of the new media. Well, when we do something that becomes newsworthy later down the road, he doesn't even feel the need to source us as a self-homebrewed podcast that covers newsworthy issues.
He gave us zero credit.
Didn't mention us. Didn't mention Ben's name. Called Ben some guy.
Dude, did he call Ben a basement dweller? I think he called all of us basement dwellers.
Basement dwellers.
It's just like that retarded drunk guy in Toledo that night being like, you should go back to your parents' basement.
Yeah, so fuck Jimmy Dore, fuck his spitting on people and running like a
Paul,
coward.
are you
fuck
enjoying
his
the
not
basement?
sourcing.
Yeah, dude,
This basement is nice, dude.
Fuck
Yeah, this
him
basement
for
has a pretty
being
nice,
an uncritical
view,
person
actually.
who just
Yeah.
like look. The clip he played was cut up by the Reagan Battalion or whatever the fuck. So he's just this is a guy who's on the liberal new media who just will take a conservative source of information if it confirms something he likes and just say, yep, totally true, totally accurate.
I hate Milo. Oh, this information is Milo bad. Oh yeah, I like this. This is good. Where'd it come from? Who cares?
Yeah, dude.
Is it presented accurately? Nah. No one gives a shit.
Totally taken out of context.
Dude, the Young Turks, in my opinion, really are just about wanting to win.
Oh, just wait, too, because
Pussies.
we have a very long all Young Turks episode.
We're
coming
doing
up.
another
4
fucking hour
Dude,
soon.
over 4 hours.
It's going to be over 4 hours of content when we're done.
4 hours.
And that's just scratching the surface
DP
of
versus
these dipshits.
TYT. DP versus TYT.
The final showdown,
4
dude.
hours plus. Coming soon to
No
a fucking
stone left unturned.
video on demand service near you.
No face left spat.
Thumbs up if you think Jimmy Dore is garbage.
He's garbage.
Yeah, give us if you think Jimmy Dore is a disgusting piece of reprehensible human dog shit, please give us a thumbs up.
Garbage.
Just please. Just one little thumbs up. We also have a $10 person.
We're only going to read one more, and then we're going to move on.
Hey, DP, thanks for the shout-out that one time. I'd love to be on the show sometime if you could have me. Nope. $10 don't get you on the show.
Yeah,
Soapbox, buddy.
But consult our Patreon because there are ways.
There are slots left on the DP
But
soapbox.
$10 don't buy it. Sorry.
Let's see.
Yeah, TJ, buy it. Describe yourself, TJ, for sale, bitch.
Buy it now. How much to have that ass, boy? Oh, yeah, I'm just a whore. Use me.
Obamacare replacement bill. That's like... It's like replacing, Obama with Obama.
You see this one?
Jimmy Dore sucks fucking balls, and he is not funny at all. Jimmy Dore can go suck a huge cock.
Yeah, I agree.
What a lovely
He
comment.
bills himself on the Young Turks as a comedian, too, which I find dubious.
He does do stand-up comedy.
Have you seen it?
I've never actually seen it, but in that one movie, I think it's Super High Me.
Yeah.
The Doug Benson movie. He's
Yeah.
in it like at the comedy club with him. Like he's doing comedy too.
Interesting.
So
It's thumbs up doubled when we
if you
asked
need to be
people to thumbs
sedated.
up for Jimmy Dore being a
If you
piece
need
of
to
shit.
be sedated,
What a
they just hire
douche.
Jimmy Dore.
Jimmy the Boar.
let's see if we can get a record of thumbs up just in the name of Jimmy Dore.
Yeah, so we can send him a picture. How many people think he
We'll
sucks?
just tell him we gave everyone who thumbs up.
Next fucking...
Is this Tucker?
Is it Cocker?
I don't know.
Cocker? Is that you, Cocker?
No.
Oh, it's not.
No.
Months ago, a St. Lucie County teacher
Definitely not.
fired from her job after she was arrested on 2 counts of child abuse over an altercation with 2 students. News Channel 5's John Shainman is live outside Samuel Gaines Academy in Fort Pierce with more on what happened. John?
Well, Kelly, this morning the district told us that Leah Marie Germain...
She's doing that news in an echoey ass
I know.
room, dude.
I was just saying, this is like Echo Room to fucking blowing wind. It's like... Now to you, John.
They don't have their shit together over at WPTV. Channel 5.
They don't even have one of these things over their mic. Look at it. It's just
Yeah.
the mic. What the fuck?
was suspended, was moved to off-campus duties, but just about an hour ago they revised that and told us that she had been terminated as the investigation
Terminated.
continues into what happened here on campus last Friday.
Okay.
According to an arrest affidavit released Monday, teacher Leah Marie Germain noticed a student sliding down a stairwell banister Friday afternoon. As the investigating deputy watched security camera video of the incident, he wrote that he sees the teacher confront that student and push him 3 times back onto the stairs, eventually holding him down with her arms and hand.
So yeah, fired.
So far,
Pushing him down to the ground? I mean, that kind of seems excessive.
Pushing a kid down during a fight to break the fight up and holding him down because he kept trying to fight. Is that what happened and she got fired?
No,
No,
it says-
the
it
kid
says
was
he
sliding
slid down
down
a
the
banister.
He slid down a banister, dude.
Oh, so they weren't even a fight she was breaking up.
No, it was
there was
a
no
kid.
fight.
It was like a kid doing something he shouldn't have done.
Okay, yeah, fired. See
While
ya.
she was on top of the student, the deputy notes a second student comes into the stairwell and uses his cell phone to record the incident. The teacher lets
You
go
know what?
of
Is
the
her
first
last name Egghead? Is this another instance? Has the fiance risen again, dude?
Maybe
my
so,
God.
dude. Maybe so.
Did she get another job in childcare and fuck up again?
Paul's dusting that one off.
This is far away enough.
Yeah.
Maybe the past didn't follow her, dude. Maybe not.
Approaches the second student and eventually takes him down to the floor. Placing
Damn.
the right knee onto his chest. A struggle continued before another teacher and the school resource deputy arrive on the scene.
So she saw a kid slide down the banister, and she starts beating the shit out of him.
Just
then
immediately.
another kid shows up and starts filming it, and then she attacks him.
Where's the dude? I wish we could see the footage.
I mean, if there's actually footage of this is a pretty clear-cut case of like child abuse and assault. So
I mean, even if there isn't, it's pretty. It looks pretty fucking bad.
She probably lost her temper. You could tell these kids till.
She probably lost her temper. I think she definitely lost her temper.
She lost her temper.
I don't
for
think
sure.
that's in fucking
Is she
dispute
really?
here.
Is she on the teacher's side?
Yeah, let's hear her.
All right.
They're blue in the face to behave.
The school district released a statement that said
She really was.
She tells him she blew in the face to behave.
So they actually were able to find a woman that was okay with a teacher pushing a kid to the ground for sliding down a banister at school, like a million kids have done.
And then also was willing to beat the shit out of someone who filmed her beating up the first
that's
one.
totally justified. What a fucking moron, dude.
Sounds
Was she
great.
just trying to tell these kids to behave?
Yeah, so if someone starts beating her ass, well, you know what? It's okay though
I did
because
lose my temper, ma'am.
you
I'm
know,
sorry.
yeah, I lost my temper today. I tell people until I'm blue in the face to listen to me, and you weren't listening, so I had to fucking push you to the ground.
I don't feel no sympathy for these damn kids that don't listen to nobody.
Yeah, well, she's the fucking adult, so she needs to know better.
These damn
It's her
kids
responsibility.
in there. These kids out of
No,
control.
it's not the kids.
They
Look,
kids out of damn control out
if
here.
the kids get punished for what they do, and then they're responsible for their conduct, and the teacher's responsible for her conduct as well.
But they out of
Yeah,
control.
the only
though.
time you ever see a teacher get physical with a kid should be in breaking them up if they're fighting one another. There's never an impetus for a teacher to lay their hands on a kid, no matter what they did.
The safety and security of our students is foremost in our mission. As such, these standards are treated with the highest level of priority and concern.
Okay.
Jermaine was a fifth grade teacher here at Samuel Gaines Academy with a total of 5 years employment in the district. School district spokesperson telling us this afternoon
So
they
it
do not
took 5
plan to
years for
release
this
the
rotten apple
security
to bob
video.
to the surface?
We're live in St. Lucie County. John Shaneman, WPTV, News Channel 5.
This is probably part of like an escalating series of abuses.
I was going to say, I wonder how many times something like this happened when there wasn't a kid around, another kid around.
Yeah.
Kid gets shoved up against the wall.
Probably
pinned down.
Probably often enough.
Grabbed, hair pulled. I bet this shit was happening for a good long while and got swept under the rug.
So anyway, if there's any Mexicans out there who are immigrants here in America, this is a series of tips for you.
An informational video. It's an alert.
It's in Spanish.
Fox News alert! Mexico's teaching Mexicans how to stay in America.
Yeah. I love how Fox News, who's ostensibly, I guess, against this.
It's an alert.
They're showing it, though, in full.
Yeah.
Because it's
Making
more
them aware
important. It's
of
more
it.
important to scare white people than anything.
Than it is to prevent this message from
Exactly.
getting to illegals, which they
And
hate.
it's not exactly the most slickly produced video, but it's a Mexican government sort of a how-to.
It looks
for those
reasonably
who are
slick.
trying to avoid
Looks
deportation.
reasonably slick to me in comparison with the gaudy gobbledygook going on over there at Fox News.
In the United States, telling illegal immigrants when an ICE agent knocks, don't answer the door. Okay. Former Arizona Governor Jan Brewer and what she makes of this. This is at the government behest. This
Oh, yeah, she's a great one.
This woman is insane.
It's a Ferengi in a human costume,
Ha!
dude.
She does look like one.
No, she wasn't the governor when I was in Arizona, but shortly after, and she is fucking kooky.
Perform umox on me.
This is something the government has come up with to keep those who are legally here without being deported. I don't think I've ever seen anything like this, Governor.
It's absolutely disturbing and deceitful. It's outrageous that another government of another country would.
I thought she was talking about her hair.
Well, it's not only deceitful. I mean,
disturbing and deceitful.
This shit's being released openly. Like, how'd you guys get it? If it's like under the radar, it's clearly something that they're telling people because they have a lot of,
Sorry.
Mexican nationals living in our country, you know, so I understand why they would actually release the information. And look, I mean, I don't think that economic migrants are going to stop anytime soon because there's a massive demand for them.
Economic migrants, huh?
That's what they are.
Back where I come from, we call them illegal damn aliens.
Oh shit! What was that?
Gotta remind everyone they're illegal at all
They're
times.
illegal. Okay, yep,
What is that,
they're-
Ben?
Yep, they're illegal. Whatever.
They're illegal.
That's a triple threat.
Triple threat. Paul
Jesus
can't
Christ.
handle the triple threat.
I'm fine.
It's a mixture of 3 strains.
Oh my God, so many strains.
Crimes, people that are here in our country illegally, not to answer their door to our law enforcement officers. It's just a totally outrageous.
Why would they want to?
I have never heard any country ever do.
Quark is right, y'all.
Didn't you say, TJ, that you were attracted to Quark?
His mind.
Oh, sure.
His body, not so much.
Nah, you want Quark.
Dude, I bet you're interested in like what a Ferengi cock looks like.
You know, it'd be interesting to know.
Doing this in the past.
I was just
not
thinking
to
in
obey
reverse.
our laws.
I'm sorry, Governor, but I would think it was a reverse, and we had those who were illegally, holed up in Mexico, and we were sending the same recommendations from our State Department to avoid them being deported. I mean, it would be outlandish, but it is what it is. Where do you see this going? Because the Mexican government has been feigning this interest in trying to solve the problem, but when you're putting out videos like this, you're not interested in solving it, are you?
Well, obviously, they're very.
To them, I mean, is it really a problem to Mexico when they're fucking bunch of people shipping money back to their country all the time?
Yeah, it's no problem to them.
They don't. Why would they see it as a fucking problem?
Well, I don't know how it works where you're from.
You know how you say
Neil Cavuto.
You know, you
But
guys say
where I'm
America
from-
first. Down in Mexico, they probably think Mexico first because they're Mexicans.
Right.
Where I'm from, Neil, every Ferengi is allowed to protect his own profits.
Yeah. What's the first rule of acquisition?
Wait a minute. Don't Ferengis fuck by rubbing each other's ears?
That's not how they
Well, that's
fuck.
like
That's
foreplay.
mox, dude. That's like their foreplay.
That's
That gets
their
them.
foreplay.
That gets them hard.
Okay, got it.
Very self-serving.
Lobes,
They do not want
lobes.
these illegal criminal aliens back in their country, and therefore they are initiating the practice of telling
She
them
looks
how
like
to
a
stay in our
fucking
country illegally, and it is just horrendously unbelievable that they would do something like that.
She gets her hair done at a fucking dog groomer, dude.
That shows exactly what the Mexico.
It does kind of look like a Shar
Man,
Pei.
Arizona, what the fuck were you guys thinking electing this retard? I mean, this pretty much just proves Arizona's a shithole, in my opinion.
Every time
because-
I don't know, man. It seems like the elected officials that I see from pretty much any state are always just horrible. I mean, she's like a special caliber of shit.
Oh, no, I'm saying
You can just look up, like on YouTube, Jan Brewer fail. Everything that comes out of this woman's mouth is just startling ineptitude. She has no... how she got elevated to the point where she was at the governorship of an entire state, I have no idea.
I mean, shit, look at fucking Sarah Palin. She
is nigh on retarded.
I mean, like, these Republican female governors, not all of them, but a lot of them seem to be just fucking total
In all fairness,
idiots.
Pelosi
they're
is equally a
scarecrows.
moron.
Oh, Pelosi's an idiot. Yeah.
I don't know about equally. You have to look at Jan Brewer and
Yeah,
Pelosi.
well, you know,
Close.
maybe
It's close.
maybe that could be a counterpointless. As we could talk about
are
who's
thinking,
dumber.
They don't want them. They want us to keep them. They're going to encourage it. Not unlike where they commented that they're going to flood our courts with all of these people, so that we can't get through to all of them. That
When's
we
it
can't
coming
prosecute
back?
all-
So
Dude, her eyes are like
just said it
really
once.
uneven looking.
Yeah,
That's
she's
all the
just-
plastic surgery, dude.
Am I just fucking blazed? I mean, I know
She's
I am.
had so many different redundant facelifts where they've taken her. What they basically
It
have
still
done
don't
with
look
her
very lifted either.
is they've taken and like they just slice the back of her neck and grab it and just pull it like this, cut the excess off and tie it up real tight a few times.
Paul,
So it's just all askew now.
Paul, we have something where your experience in life is relevant here because you grew up in an area with lots of migrants.
Anecdotally,
He also lived in Arizona too.
Yeah. So
I did.
Why? So they're talking about this issue, but the real issue is why are people coming here to begin with?
We've talked about this before.
Yeah.
They're coming here because there's money to be made here.
Exactly.
And there's money to be made here because companies, including small farm operations, all the way up to big multinational companies, hire illegal labor to pay under the table. And if we go after those companies and farmers and force them to pay a living wage to American people to do the job, then the Mexicans won't come here anymore. Where I'm from, when you walk into like a convenience store or a 7-Eleven, there's always a giant billboard right near where you check out in Spanish that tells you it's companies that allow you to wire money from America to Mexico. So really what they do is they get all this money, they're paid in cash, they go into a 7-Eleven, they give some dude, $400 and wire $400 to Mexico. Or they have an American relative of theirs do it for them. Seriously. That's what they do.
No, I'm just reading the chat.
Oh.
Someone told me to play the Jeopardy music. I don't have it queued up, though.
Oh, we'll play the Jeopardy music, dude.
Oh, the one time when Paul was talking. I don't know. It's like,
It's become a meme.
Yeah.
Oh, it has? Okay, shit.
Yeah.
I wasn't aware.
I am out of touch with reality, so what can I say?
The Philippines. We're gonna go and we're going from fucking crazy to fucking crazier right now.
Dude, your camera's flickering.
I know.
So, I don't know. Is there anything else you want to say about this fucking video?
If it freezes, I can fix it.
There isn't.
Yeah, let's move on to the next
I
one.
want to move on.
Move on.
I want to go from crazy to crazier.
All right.
This is Duterte country, the southern city of Davao, the Philippine
Duterte.
president's hometown. Rodrigo Duterte served 7 terms, more than 2 decades as mayor. Supporters say Duterte transformed the city from one of the Philippines' most dangerous to one of the safest.
He's very effective. He's very inspiring.
He's a total fucking madman, dude.
Is he?
It's fucking awesome.
Yeah, dude. No one. Okay, let's put it this way, Paul. No one's going to answer this question honestly in public.
Is he one of those madmen that is popular with the people, like Robin Hood style madmen?
Yeah. A lot of the Philippines population does not like him.
So he's
but
like
they're kind of scared, and a shit ton of people do love him.
So it's like he's like the Philippine Pablo Escobar.
Yeah.
Very safe city.
Cool.
Here, you'll see. Hold on.
Many people here in Davao City are disciplined.
That discipline includes strict rules, a nightly curfew for minors, a smoking ban, an early cutoff for liquor sales. But Duterte is most revered for his bloody crackdown on crime.
It would be better to kill drug suspects or persons who are generally involved with drugs rather than seeing civilians or innocent people getting killed.
For years, there were rumors that Duterte...
People who do drugs are not civilians.
That just shows you in other countries, due process is really just like, no, look, these people are causing problems. Let's kill them. They should just die. That's it.
himself would cruise around at night on his motorcycle, hunting and killing drug suspects.
Duterte.
Suspects, mind you.
Yeah, so this guy gets his fucking rocks off by driving around this city and
pretending to be Judge Dredd.
Yeah, and
Yes.
not pretending.
Not
he
pretending
is.
to be Judge Dredd, just being Judge Dredd.
Wow.
Let's find someone selling some smack. Let's kill him. Okay.
Except minus the ISO cubes. Because that's what somebody gets for drugs in Judge Dredd. They go to the ISO cubes.
Well, no. In Duterte's Philippines, they just get shot.
They just get nuked.
The sentence is death.
You don't even
Paul.
have to be a convicted drug dealer or anything like that. And this doesn't even go to just dealers. This is like this rhetoric is extended towards users too. So if you're suspected of selling drugs or using drugs,
so if I was doing what I just did on the corner in Duterte's territory, there's a chance he might ride by on a motorcycle and shoot me in the head.
Yes.
Yeah.
Cool.
Just so you know.
Okay. I like to know where I
For
stand.
future reference, if you're ever in the
I'm just saying,
Philippines,
I like to know where I stand in every little country, and I know in that country, wherever this Philippines,
the Philippines,
I can't smoke a cigarette. I can't smoke a joint. I can't smoke anything. There's a smoking ban, and Duterte will fucking shoot you in the head.
He has admitted to personally shooting 3 people he calls criminals.
At least I kill to protect people.
All while encouraging police and the public to do the same. During his 22 years as mayor,
you catch that? Police and the public. Because
he wants the public to be out there shooting.
Paul,
no, he doesn't.
Paul,
This is
not even you. Not even you. I have to go ahead.
This is not him wanting the public. This is in action. This is part of like their policy. Is like if I go as a private citizen, if I'm like, man, this motherfucker's over there selling drugs,
You
and
can
I go
just
over there,
pop, pop, pop.
and I shoot them all, and the cops come, I'll say they were all drug dealers, and there's like, okay, you're free
What
to
if
go.
they don't find any drugs on them?
I have no idea. I have no idea what they do at that
What's the fucking
point.
protocol here?
I don't think there really is.
Do they
one.
even check?
Who knows?
If their president could just ride around on his motorcycle shooting at people he thinks are dealing drugs.
I would venture to say that there's a high level of corruption in the Philippines. So,
yeah,
I think that this story bears that out.
UN report and human rights groups documented a wave of mostly vigilante killings, death squads across Davao. Duterte admitted their existence, but then denied any involvement. Now the
he denied involvement. He denied involvement when he openly encouraged what they were doing, and also refuses to convict any of them of any crimes.
What the fuck is going on? And this guy's
he's the president of the Philippines.
President of the Philippines.
Yes.
And is this a country that we have good relations with, like trade relations with? I
yeah.
assume we do.
Actually, yeah.
Why? Why are we openly trading and supporting and sending subsidies to this place?
We have for a long time, though.
Yeah, but I mean now, at this point in history with Duterte.
They were actually a U.S. territory at one time.
Well, I think they need to come back under their fold for a few years because they've gone off the path.
They've wandered.
They've gone off the path of reasonable democracy and wandered into insane, bloodthirsty dictator land. I don't... Why are we accepting goods and services back and forth between this country? Why aren't we applying sanctions immediately?
Well, aren't you Mr. Morality, Paul?
No, I'm just saying,
vigilante killings.
I thought you wanted no borders, Paul. I thought you wanted us to live together as one people,
I do,
Paul.
but if we're going to have borders, we should damn well enforce them.
Continue. Thousands of deaths nationwide now that he's president.
Cool.
And if you really destroy my country, I will kill you.
Critics say he's creating a culture of fear.
They take killings is just normal. And this is not normal, no? This is not what we are as Filipinos.
Someone kill that guy, obviously a druggie. Kill him. Kill him.
I mean, someone killed without any sort of trial or evidence, simply because they're suspected of using drugs is what a low standard. And to say that, I'm protecting the country, I'm protecting the people, what evidence do you have?
The standard is horribly low. He's not even talking about just drugs. I mean, they like to put drugs all over this, but any crime.
Yeah.
So if you suspect anybody of any crime at any time, you're within your rights to just kill them.
Yep.
In the streets.
That's how we control crime, dude. That's one way.
Hit me in the streets.
Hit me in the streets.
Clarita Alia says Duterte's drug war destroyed her family.
No,
she
it
shows
didn't.
me photos of her 4 teenage sons, all killed by vigilantes. She sleeps in an empty marketplace stall in the same Davao slum where they died.
Shouldn't have raised all them criminals then.
Yeah, man. He should have raised some law-abiding citizens. Otherwise, Duterte is going to come and kill your fucking kids, too. Your kid steals a candy bar, better hope Duterte's not in line behind him. He'll turn that fucking kid's head into a canoe.
Do a fart, TJ. It's not happening.
Yeah, do a fart, TJ.
Do a fart, TJ.
Do a
fart. Do a fart. Do a fart. Come on, TJ.
Why
Do
were
a
my
fart.
sons killed at such a young age, she says.
Do a fart, TJ.
During our interview, passers-by heckle Alia for openly criticizing Duterte. People should speak up, especially the victims, she says. If they remain silent, the suffering will continue. She's one of the few people here who believes the killing must stop, or at least is willing to say it out loud.
See, most people are like, yep, we support it. We love it. It's great.
Yeah, I mean, who knows how many people really feel that way? Obviously, like they said, there's roving death squads of people who are like, support this policy.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to, I can see why some people would be a little bit, reluctant to criticize roving death squads. Seems like that might not be such a wise
obviously,
decision.
She doesn't give a shit. 'Cause, I mean, you can tell she pretty much has nothing left to live for at this point. She's sitting in a fucking stall after all her sons and family have been murdered by these squads of people or police.
Duterte will come and take your children. What the fuck?
He fucking really will. Sad.
Sad but true.
Wasn't the Philippines like a major sex trade hub at one point?
Maybe.
Is he cracking down on that type of shit too?
I have no idea. That the story doesn't cover
Will
that,
Ripley,
Paul.
CNN,
You could do your
Davao,
own independent
the
research on that.
I just want to know.
Paul just wants to know, like,
Clearly,
okay,
I've cleared up that
so
I can't.
like I can't do drugs and I can't steal, but if I'm in the Philippines, can I still do like sex shit? Is there still like a thriving like
Can I
sex
get like
trade?
Can I go get like a Filipino ladyboy and take them out on the town and then fuck them in the ass and drop them off? At
You're
the
thinking
town?
about Thailand, dude.
All right, so here's the here's the next video.
Same difference, TJ.
It's the anti-vaxxer mom that changed her mind.
Oh yeah.
Now we have a parenting alert about vaccines. The American Academy of Pediatrics reports that more parents are choosing not to vaccinate their kids. And Marcia Gavacampo is here with more on what that choice meant for one mom. Good morning, Mara.
George, good morning. It was a dangerous choice. One mom learning that the hard way. After refusing to vaccinate her 3 children, they were all suddenly stricken with a potentially deadly illness. Her family sick for weeks, and that changed her perspective forever.
Well, you know, you're a retard. What do you expect?
And you're lucky your children are still alive.
Probably shouldn't have them anymore.
You know what's
honestly.
gonna be? You know what's gonna be great too is when en masse a bunch of people have this realization when it's like when the coastlines are undergoing drastic changes and water is going like way further inland than it ever did before.
Yep.
They'd be like, "Holy shit! I guess there's something to all this climate change shit."
Dude, there's this like island in like.
Turns out science was right again.
There's this island in Louisiana that's been slowly disappearing since like the 1950s or 60s, and it's like
You know what all these people that deny climate change and shit like this now will do when it comes to bite them? They'll do
God.
this- Why didn't the government do something? Why all this time? Why didn't they stop this?
You'll also hear it's God's judgment against us too.
There'll be a lot of that.
This here is God's judgment
for our wickedness.
These are Kristen O'Mara's 3 children, happy, healthy, and now fully vaccinated. But it wasn't always that way.
I put my kids at risk. I wish that I had taken more time to research both sides.
O'Mara, a teacher living outside of Chicago, says she was
A
a
teacher.
See, this is what bothers me. Okay, not that this woman did this, because there's crazy people doing this all over the place. This is a teacher that didn't look into whether or not she should vaccinate her children and almost killed all 3 of them. And she's now going into the schools and
what do they contract? What
teaching
illness?
children?
Like whooping cough or something?
I think it was like rubella or
rubella.
some shit.
I'm pretty sure it was rubella.
big believer in anti-vaccination research.
I scoured, everything I could possibly find about why.
Yeah, normally they give you what they call an MMR vaccine. It's measles, mumps, and rubella.
Yep.
Correct.
Vaccines might be harmful. I became pretty convinced.
So she chose not.
Well, like she said, she was scouring the internet for that information. So you see this confirmation bias with a lot of these
Yeah,
people.
if you were scouring, you would have found loads of people telling you how bullshit the claims being made were.
Yeah, she said she was only scouring the anti-vax information.
Oh,
though.
well, then you're just scouring bullshit in search of more bullshit?
Yep.
So not a very objective research.
To vaccinate her children. But then her 5-year-old and 3-year-old twins were stricken with a case of rotavirus.
Rhoda. I don't know what that is.
I don't even know what it is either.
O'Mara and her husband also got very sick. She was suddenly living with the terrifying consequences of her choice.
It was awful. And it didn't have to happen because I could have had them vaccinated. I felt guilty.
Although
I felt guilty for some reason.
Really?
I figured it out.
You made an uninformed, incorrect decision.
You got whipped up into a frenzy on a bunch of Facebook posts and shitty anti-vax blogs and almost killed your 3 children and you felt guilty? Really? Tell me another one, lady.
After I murdered those 16 people with a cheese grater,
I really thought about
afterwards I felt like this tinge of something, almost like, I don't know, guilt or something, or remorse. I just kind of brushed it aside, though.
Pediatrics recommends vaccinations for practically every child. The group says that the number of parents refusing to vaccinate their children may be on the rise. In 2013,
fuck you, humanity.
Yeah.
Dude, I have a very close relative that does not vaccinate her children.
No, she's an idiot.
I agree.
87% of pediatricians surveyed had encountered parents who refused a vaccine, up from 75% in 2006.
That's
the most
completely
common reasons
disturbing.
for
Oh my God.
Let's hear the common reasons.
refusing to vaccinate. Some parents cited they
Autism.
believed vaccinations were unnecessary and they had concern.
Oh, not even
God,
autism.
so one unnecessary, totally wrong.
Nah.
Look at the places that people have low vaccination rates, like Washington State.
All damn disease is gone anyway.
We actually live in an area where a lot of people do not vaccinate, and guess what? Whooping cough and all these preventable diseases are coming back. Good job, retards.
Concerns about autism, a link which has been repeatedly disproven.
What were you doing?
Today, O'Mara's
No
children
evidence for
are
that
fully
claim.
up to date on their vaccines after an aggressive cat.
I would say, I mean, like the link hasn't really been disproven. It's just the evidence for it has been disproven.
Every person in this country that
There's
has
not really
a
any
child,
evidence for
There
it.
is no evidence for it.
when you get pregnant, you should be forced to sit and watch like a couple hours worth of documentary of old like government footage of children dying of these various diseases: rubella, mumps,
Polio.
measles, polio, smallpox. Anything that you can find in the government vaults, just make them watch it as part of their parental education course that everybody
now
has to
she's
take.
encouraging others to vaccinate their
Socialist
kids too.
I'm here because I wanted to share my personal story, and if it does help someone change their mind, then
I
that's
wanted to
great.
share the heartwarming story of a dipshit that somehow scammed her way into a teaching job that almost killed her children by not vaccinating them. Thanks for sharing, bitch!
You know, if this story gets retarded women anywhere to consider vaccinating their children, then I would say it's maybe a good thing.
Don't listen to this propaganda.
This is the mainstream media trying to peddle their fucking mercury-laden vaccinations on the populace, guys.
I looked into this rotavirus, and it ain't even a thing that they vaccinate for. I couldn't find it. So this is bullshit and pro-vax propaganda.
Pro-vax.
Worried about that thimerosal, TJ? Thimerosal.
That's mercury.
Even-
Don't call it thimerosal. It's mercury.
It's ethyl.
You might as well just drink a thermometer. You might as well just drink a thermometer, Scotty.
You're talking about methyl mercury and ethyl mercury.
You might as well just drink a thermometer.
Well, you're an
Let me
idiot.
ask you a question, Scotty. Do you think it's healthy to drink the contents of a thermometer? Because
That's
if you believe in
that's
vaccines,
totally
that's what you
irrelevant.
believe, Scotty.
Scotty, someone paid to insult you.
Okay, go ahead.
Shit.
Scotty is proof that vaccines cause autism.
Wow.
How do you respond, Scotty?
I have to reveal this on the show. I was actually not vaccinated as a child.
Wow.
So I guess
So you're like a vector for a billion
I
different
guess,
diseases.
I guess you're wrong, bitch. No vaccines for Scotty.
Of course, he has rubella.
Yeah, Scotty's got the rube.
I do have
dude.
whooping cough and rubella, though.
He's got the rubella and the whooping cough, dude. That's why
and
TJ's
rickets,
always
rickets
coughing.
as well. I got a lot of diseases, dude.
Yeah,
whatever.
Rickets.
Now, O'Mara says that if her children had been babies or had a compromised immune system when they got sick, they may not have survived. Still, it can be a hot button issue. She says her decision to eventually vaccinate her kids led to the end of some very close friendships.
Really?
That's pretty pathetic that someone can't accept her decision to vaccinate her children.
Especially in the wake of her entire family being stricken with a preventable disease.
Well, they're ideologues. You know people that believe this stuff. They're not really believing it based on evidence. They're kind of doing it based on emotion, and they're looking at very selective evidence of the incidents where someone has a vaccine and they have a really bad reaction and they die or they get severely injured, which it does happen. But there's a process to deal with that, and I think the overwhelming good that vaccines do really outweighs the risks involved with it.
I don't understand these fucking so-called like friends and shit that it's like, what? You disagree with me on one thing? We can no longer associate.
Well, that's how Facebook is laid out, though. It divides people like that. Because then, like, when somebody makes a controversial post that people in their lives have two different opinions on, then the comment section of that post becomes a battleground between those two people and a dividing line between those people in that person's life. That's how Facebook works.
Facebook.
All right, here's that video about that Christian drive-in.
Oh, yeah.
On the heels of Disney announcing its first openly gay character in the new live-action Beauty and the Beast film, a drive-in theater in Hennigar, Alabama has announced that it's refusing to show...
I don't play no faggot movies here.
Don't play no stupid faggot movies.
Hennigar, Alabama, boy, I tell you what, we ain't playing no faggot movie.
Hennigar, dude.
Hennigar Drive-In Theater. Latest in drive-in theaters technology.
Man, what a goddamn shame I won't be able to see Beauty at the Beast at this absolute rose of a
256-657-1340 for movie info.
Cool.
The film. Actor Josh Gad plays LeFou, who is the sidekick to antagonist Gaston. Film director Bill Condon confirmed the announcement, telling Attitude magazine, quote, LeFou is someone who on one day wants to be Gaston and on another day wants to kiss Gaston. He also said there's a big exclusively gay moment in the movie. The theater took exception.
All right, so
get these faggots out of the
at
theater.
this point, LeFou was in the fucking cartoon.
He was.
And, I mean, like, other than a homosexual attraction, I don't know how otherwise to explain his obsession with Gaston.
I'd say you're right. I mean, it really is crazy. Like he just.
I mean, like
sings,
I think
he
that they're
sings songs
just
about Gaston.
I think they're just taking what was already in the subtext of the fucking movie and just bringing it more to the forefront. Don't know if that's really necessary, but
Disney was using that whole like simpering toady trope. They used it a lot. Like
but this dude, like he sings songs about his muscles and how brawny he is, and like look how strong.
That's true.
I mean, he was gay for Gaston. Let's be honest.
I mean, come on. I mean, it was. I don't know, man. Go back and watch it and tell me what you think.
Yeah, Paul,
man.
watch the scenes with his
I will.
little toady.
It's a fucking good movie, you know.
I will.
I don't want to see this live action piece of shit though.
No, it looks
Into it and announced its decision on Facebook, saying in part, quote, I know there will be some that do not agree with this decision. That's fine. We are first and foremost Christians. We will not compromise on what the Bible teaches. So far, the post has more than 700 comments
compromising what the
and
Bible
more than
teaches?
900 shares. More than half support the decision.
Cool.
But how are they compromising the Bible? They're not personally endorsing it. They're just showing a movie that has content they don't agree with. But do they agree with all the content, all the movies that they run?
How about why aren't they mad about the bestiality angle?
Well,
you know,
that's
like,
a good point.
I mean, she's fucking dancing with a damn giant monster and falling in love with it.
Yeah, dude.
It's fine. Well, look, heterosexual though.
I guess. Okay, well, so basically they're saying, like, you know, mythical animals are okay to fuck.
As long as it's got a cock and
is
balls,
it male?
it's okay.
Okay, it's male, it's fine.
So they're only going to show movies that, you know, fit with Christianity, I guess. So
While others say they will.
What
about action movies? Thou shalt not kill, TJ. Why would they glorify?
Something tells me
death
they
and
don't.
violence?
Something tells me they'd be okay with a movie that has killing.
Yeah, like, do they never show horror films?
I'm sure they do.
At a drive-in?
No, this is-
Because there's plenty of, like, satanic imagery and shit in horror films.
This is clearly special pleading for homosexuality here.
By the way, these are new owners of this theater. So this theater has not been operating with these uptight cunts for very long. I have a feeling this theater is going to be running to the ground if it's going to fucking apply its Christian morals to
So
what
I wish we
movies
could
to
buy
show.
this theater and show like gay porn nonstop on it.
I mean, judging
like,
from the
fuck
sign,
these people.
Judging from the sign, it doesn't look like it's far from being
Pathetic,
run into the
dude.
ground anyway.
They won't show a fucking Disney movie because there's some gay bullshit in it. Like, this guy kisses another man. Like, okay, who cares? It's like literally 2 seconds of the movie. So they're not willing to show it because they're that close-minded. How pitiful are you?
Maybe their plan all along was to do this so people would talk about them and get more people to go to their shit theater.
That's true. They might just be like, man, we got to do something to appeal to down-home country rube fucks.
This is the Christian good guy badge bullshit. So they can go, look, we're standing up to homosexuality and Satan.
We don't allow homosexuality in movies in our theaters. Because our theater is a family theater.
You ain't gonna see no faggots kissing up on this here screen.
You might
No
see
longer
somebody
be
chop
patrons
somebody's
at the
guts
theater.
out.
Yeah, that's
Classic
fine.
Disney story
But not
of
with
a
their
young
cock.
girl who falls in love. But when the remake premieres in March, it'll debut Disney's first openly gay character in a film, LeFou, who has a crush on the film's villain, Gaston.
Homosexuality is a sin.
But it won't air at Hanover Drive-In.
Insane.
Homosexuality
is a sin.
It's a sin.
It is a sin.
Yep, so maybe that is what this is. It's a big old marketing
Theater.
ploy by the Hennigar
Theater
Drive-In.
Lady took to Facebook Thursday night announcing she will not show the film at her business because of the gay character. In the post, she writes, quote,
Why does she have a lesbian haircut then?
Yeah, she looks kind of butch.
She's in denial.
What is? Okay, maybe she went to gay conversion therapy.
when companies continually force their views on us, we need to take a stand.
How they're forcing their
My
views on you?
salvation isn't about money. It's not about man. it's what God wants me to do.
The post received mixed responses, and while some
what a
patrons said
corker.
they won't buy another
Oh,
ticket
look at
at
this
the
place.
theater,
Beautiful.
some customers are
How are you being forced? I don't get the being forced. It's not like they like to show the movie. You have to agree. Like, oh yes, I endorse homosexuality. Now you may show the film at my theater.
I endorse 100% of the messages of like.
Yeah, I just don't get it. They're not asking you to endorse homosexuality.
Showing a movie at the theater does not endorse the content of movies.
Yeah, otherwise you better not show anything.
They're a venue. They're a venue that makes money primarily through selling you concessions and snacks.
Yep.
The movie is just a thing to get you in the seat.
It's not your
That's all
job
it
as
is.
the operator of a fucking theater to be a rep to like jump in front of what people should and shouldn't see. Maybe you need a different job.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know though, dude. I bet Disney is crying salty tears over not being at the Hinegard Drive-In.
That was gonna make or break this movie.
Yeah, they're like, all right, pull it.
They'll still be in line for a front row seat.
When I grew up, it was just a regular story, a regular romance between a man and a woman. I think it's absolutely absurd.
But gay rights advocate Cleet Wetley strongly disagrees with the owner's decision.
I commend Disney for being inclusive and showing the real diversity of love in our world.
For 17 years, this drive-in theater...
There was a time when we just burned his house to the let's
be honest, TJ. There's a time where a black man like this wouldn't be walking around the Hinegard Drive-In.
Right here on the jumbo screen behind me. But the current owners who took over in December told me the Beauty and the Beast isn't
Look at
the
that
only
open
movie.
gutter, like filled with water there.
Yeah.
Is that like where she drains the porty potties at the end of the night?
And this is in total bumfuck too, dude.
Oh yeah.
That's getting the cut.
We will not be playing movies that have sex. We will not be playing movies that have nudity.
Lainey said while she knows she might lose out on a lot of money, she's staying firm on her beliefs.
It's my choice.
I noticed I didn't hear violence in that list. So violence.
Fine with violence.
Violence is okay.
Rape.
Well, no, because that would have nudity.
Sex. Oh, nudity.
That's nudity and sex.
You're right.
So you can't have that.
No rape.
No
But
rapes.
violence, though, without rape.
But if you violence, if you want to cut a woman's head off and mount it on a pike in a movie, that's
Fine.
okay. But if you want to give her an
Dude,
orgasm,
it sounds like literally
that's
the worst
wrong.
movie. It sounds like the movie that I would never want to go to.
What the fuck?
We ain't gonna have any sex. We ain't gonna have any
Why
violence.
would you buy a business and then like cut off clientele this way?
I'm going to open a candy store, but I'm not going to sell sugar.
Right.
We got some celery sticks though.
Dude, is that big old bales of hay right behind the theater?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Look at the fucking screen there, dude. I mean, come on.
This looks like northern Alabama.
This is just
Whoa.
This is like total sticks bullshit.
Wow. What a hillbilly operation.
So yeah. Moving on, TJ.
So we got $100 tip or whatever the fuck it's called. Super comment.
We discussed so that we don't annoy you guys with it. We're just gonna get this tip thing out of the way. So now we will be accepting tips for the next few minutes, and we will read your shit if you want to do it now.
Now's your chance. Can you shill
time is
my
now.
Discord invite code XDFG? Well, you guys can see it. Chaotic Innovator, by the way. Shout out to the cool people over on the DP Discord. Had lots of fun over there. So that's Chaotic Innovator. Promoting his Discord. You can see the comment up there for now.
Yeah.
The fucking invite code is goddamn gobbledygook. So.
Yeah, it's like EXDFGJU.
And the E and the J are capitalized.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's important.
Wow.
But
it may be.
Blowing my mind.
Blowing my mind.
You're blowing my fucking mind, bro.
If we don't get any more, we're just gonna move on, and this will
420
end.
weekend.
We're gonna give you guys a second to give us money to
She was like, hold up, Ben. Hold
on 1 second.
Hold up, Ben. Ben, you be a little
No, don't be too hasty
How
now,
much?
hell,
How
man.
much money to burn TJ with this torch here?
$20,000. $20,000.
Let's burn TJ.
Pesos not accepted. No other currency accepted.
Actually, we did get
Whoa,
Colombian.
You wouldn't take
pesos.
£20,000 to do it, TJ?
$10.
All right, what is? Oh, are they just giving it?
I
to
think
us?
they just gave it to us.
Well, thanks.
Thank you.
Cool.
No requirement.
You are a god among men.
You might have forgotten to type things, and in that case, you're probably punching yourself. But
$2. Great show, you guys. Let's keep it gorning.
All right, let's go.
Yeah. Paul once masturbated into a used baby diaper. What? Is that true, Paul?
That is untrue.
That is untrue.
I
Paul
hope
did
so.
not do that.
I would hope so, Paul.
A used baby diaper.
No, it didn't. It never happened. Never happened. After the first time, it never happened again.
Yeah.
Ray Heckert on Instagram for Neato Pictures.
Ray Heckert. Ray Heckert. Vaccines cause Scottism. Oh my God,
Scottism, dude.
Scottism.
Loudmouth liberal. Check out my channel.
Dude, we probably shouldn't allow people to shill their channels for $2 when
that's
people
true.
have to pay the fucking Don't shill your shit. Don't be shilling.
Yeah, ask questions.
Don't be
man.
shilling, man.
Well, we just don't have to read the ones that are just shilling.
That's what I'm saying, though. If you want us to read your shit, don't be shilling.
Well, I mean, the $100 one. I mean, come on, that's only.
Well,
fair.
yeah, I mean that's
only fair in my book.
Paul is my favorite peasant. This money is for Paul. I'm taking most of it.
Sorry, it's
Nope.
ours now, bitches.
There's existing contracts for how shit's distributed,
Yeah,
and most
sorry.
of that shit's going to me.
Sweet, dude.
What?
Me.
Oh, it's going to me, dude.
Straight to fucking TJ.
Oh, you
dude.
didn't read the revised contract.
TJ exclusively.
TJ's Chick-fil-A fund.
I'll tell you what, Paul. We're going to split TJ's share 70-30. What do you say, man?
We're still 97% me, and then 1% each of you, right?
Actually, TJ, you're at 1% currently. I switched our names around in the contract.
You didn't read the clause that said you will have a size commensurate with the size of your penis.
Oh.
So you got the 1% slot. I got the 5%. Scotty got the 15%, and Ben got the rest. I mean, for obvious reasons.
Oh, really?
Damn,
I don't believe
1%.
that was the arrangement, Paul.
That's what
I don't believe that was the
what I read.
arrangement.
Paul,
That's what I read.
Don't project your small
It was
penis
called
onto
the
me,
micro
Paul.
clause.
Don't
Yeah.
project your small penis onto me.
The micro clause.
Someone just gave us $200.
Oh, whoa. Okay, shit. We got to read this one.
This tip might seem kind of crazy, but you guys helped me through some tough times in life, and I just wanted to thank you for doing what you do. Rock on, DP.
Thanks, Malachi the Saint.
Malachi
Thank
the
you,
Saint.
dude.
You,
Damn.
you truly are a saint, Malachi.
Sweet, man.
Wow.
Thank you very much.
Praise
Shocking.
Malachi.
Praise Saint Malachi.
He is praised. He is praised.
Praise you,
We'll
Saint
like-
May
Malachi.
his seed ever be fertile in the bellies of his women.
We will light this joint in your honor.
So that's cool. All right. What are we
Moving
looking at?
on.
All right. Yeah, maybe we'll read more later, but let's move on.
Yeah, let's go.
Oh, God. Here we
You know how embarrassing those accidental pocket dials can be. Well, wait till you hear what happened in Boyle County the other day.
Police say two men were planning a robbery.
I don't really want to know what happened in Boyle County.
Boyle
dude.
County. Wait till you hear.
That doesn't sound like anything. I
Boyle
need to hear.
County.
If the reporter on the scene's name is Lance, I'm gonna die.
But didn't realize one of them had accidentally dialed 911.
Ha!
And that's not all. LEX 18 Steve Butera reports.
What a fucking idiot.
It's
Nope.
Steve.
Still the talk around Brothers Barbecue.
It's not an uncommon occurrence, just not most people are planning a robbery.
Owner Mike Sutherland says last Saturday it was a full house at the restaurant. His customers included Police Chief Tony Gray, who was just having dinner at the time.
He got up and knew something was going on at that time. He went out the back door. The other officer came up and greeted him. I was curious what was going on in the parking lot.
So officers went outside, brothers, and what they found outside, certainly unbelievable. They found these two men.
Ha! Look at these two fucking winners.
Wow.
David Grigsby and Robert
wow.
Bourne.
Male pattern baldness, the show.
Oh,
David
Jesus.
Grigsby, Robert Bourne.
You're so fucked.
Their facial
You're
hair is
in
terrible.
jail.
One has one's trying to do the 70s thing. And I don't even know what the guy on the left's doing. What is that? Does he have a soul patch and a
Yeah,
mustache?
it's like a
oh, dude.
weird thing. I don't know.
Robert Bourne and David Grigsby. Both men, according to police, accidentally dialed 911. What were they talking about?
Basically, he had pinged a cell phone to their vehicle in a parking lot, and that they were planning a robbery of this or another business here in the area.
Both men were arrested for public intoxication.
What a couple of buffoons. What a couple of absolute buffoons.
I'll tell you what, let's rob brothers.
Yeah. Hold on. Let me. Oh, my cell phone's up my ass. Hold on. Doot, doot, doot. Anyway, listen. we're gonna knock this fucking place over, man. We're gonna go in blazing, man.
The fucking police.
Let's just smoke this opium
The
first,
police
man.
chief was in the fucking restaurant at the time, dude.
Yeah, what the fuck?
You can't make this shit up, dude.
They're gonna get fucked on
Ultimate
so
fail.
hard in prison. They are the guys that accidentally called 911 on themselves and reported them before the crime committed and got caught by the fucking police chief that was eating dinner inside. You don't ever live that down. That's
Dude, there's
over.
no way. There's no fucking way I changed my fucking name in that town, dude.
Worst
Tony
criminals
Gray says
ever.
It appears the two may have been just drunk, and we're not actually going to rob any businesses.
Well, who knows?
Sutherland says these two are frequent customers.
Drunk and stupid.
Well, they were frequent customers. Besides the public intoxication charge, both men are now not allowed to come back.
Well, no shit.
Well, that's the
County.
worst thing of
Really?
all. Let them back in. Come on.
Dude, I want some brothers, dude. Let's go to Brothers.
Let them back on in, y'all.
Give me some fries.
Yeah, dude.
Some
fuck.
ribs. Paul, do you want some ribs right now, dude?
Yeah.
Me too.
Let's go get some ribs.
You fucking you have a bar. They got drunk at it. They went outside and they decided they were going to rob your store.
Said bar, yeah.
You know, but you sold them the liquor.
Man, fuck you,
So
TJ.
really, you're,
What?
Dude,
you're part of the
a fucking
cycle
pile
of
of shit, dude.
responsibility.
Oh, that's bullshit.
No,
Let
dude.
those poor souls back in.
Poor souls. Look at those.
Let those poor
Look at
souls
those
back
fucking
in.
two middle-aged fucking failures.
That's what I'm saying,
Who
man.
are so
Look how
dumb.
pathetic and shitty they are.
Pocket dialed 911.
Let 'em drink at this. Let them
Robbery.
drink at this
While
bar.
planning
man.
a robbery, TJ.
At least pour the At least let them drink out of the dish rags. Like give them a bucket out
No,
back.
they can go
and
drink
empty
somewhere
the
else.
dish rag.
They can
into
drink
the
somewhere
bucket.
else. They'll
And they
live.
can drink the. They can drink that.
They don't have a human right to come to this business they plan to rob.
I feel like they do, Scotty.
Well, you're an idiot.
I really
then.
feel like it's an intrinsic human right for them to drink at this particular bar.
Based on what?
I don't know, man. Look at this bar and look at those guys we saw earlier and tell me they don't fucking belong there at that counter.
What is he?
Look at it.
They belong.
They
What does that
belong
mean?
there.
What does that mean?
It completes the fucking mosaic of life for them to be in there.
Okay, so what you're saying is a bunch of nonsense that amounts to nothing.
Gobbledygook, TJ. As usual.
You just don't understand my vision.
I don't want to understand your vision.
Driggle draggle.
LEX 18 News.
That's
After
per the
our
usual.
crew left, Grigsby and Bourne came back to the restaurant and tried to apologize. Sutherland asked the two to leave.
No shit.
As he rightly should.
What a piece of
No
shit.
shit, you pair of fucking hapless dipshits.
This hapless fucking.
Don't go
buffoons.
apologize.
What do you got
Move
against
out.
hapless dipshits, dude?
Move out of
What
town.
do you have against hapless dipshits? They need a
He's
place to drink too.
He's anti.
Yeah, you know what? But
They
when
can drink at home.
When a hapless dipshit burns a drinking joint to the point where they've planned a robbery on butt dial with 911, you just move to the next hapless dipshit watering hole down the fucking interstate a few miles.
No, man, those guys, they even came back to apologize. They're class acts, dude. They are class acts. Would you go back to that place and apologize?
No.
No,
Well,
you wouldn't.
Dialing 911 accidentally was
They're
certainly
the
an
bigger
ass
men
act.
here, TJ. That you know what?
What's that?
You changed my mind. They're the bigger men in this situation.
Exactly.
They,
They were willing because they were willing to forgive. They were willing
that's-
to forgive, Paul.
That's absurd.
They wanted to make recompense.
No. They were
They
were
fucking performed
regulars.
They performed
They were
an act of
regulars.
attrition, Scotty.
Whatever. They
Act
were
of
regulars.
attrition.
Excuse me, TJ, excuse me.
They have been redeemed.
Excuse me, TJ. Let me just kill this mic for you so you can stop interrupting me. Look, TJ, I'll lay it out this to you. It's really simple. This is probably their nearest watering hole where they fucking go get plastered. And of course, they probably had too much to drink. They said, let's rob this place, probably talk some bullshit, just macho bullshit. But they got caught.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what? When you talk about robbing a place, I think that's pretty good grounds for even if it was a joke and it wasn't serious. I don't think they want them back because how would they feel comfortable serving these guys who potentially talked about robbing their business?
I think it'd be fine, dude. They didn't actually rob it. They just talked about it, blowing off a little steam.
There's a record of them talking about it.
They're
though.
just two guys.
It's not even alleged. There's a recording of these guys
I'm just
talking
saying,
about.
but we don't
robbing
know
the
there was
local
actually
business.
intent, dude. They're just having a little. They're just joking around. Like they're probably sitting out there, like,
Yeah,
man,
even so-
this bar robs us of our money every night. So it would be funny if we went in there and robbed them.
The bar's
man. We
not
could do
robbing them
this.
of money. What's a false
I'm
characterization?
you got to put yourself in the mindset of these fucking simpletons, dude.
They're voluntarily giving.
You
their
have to
money
understand
the
how
bar.
they're thinking about the situation.
I don't care how they're thinking about it. They understand
You have
what
to have
they're doing is
empathy,
wrong.
Scotty. How are you supposed to understand social
They were-
situations
they-
without the key ingredient of empathy for your fellow man?
Why should I have empathy for these two people that plan to commit a fucking criminal act?
I don't know. I'm just trying to kill some time. Anyway. Next video.
it's dead.
So this is the Trump wiretapping video.
Wonderful.
Donald Trump already up tweeting something that is causing us all to think a lot more about what's going on. He says, terrible, just found out that Obama had my wires tapped in Trump Tower just before the victory. Nothing found. This is McCarthyism. Is it illegal for the sitting president to be wiretapping a race?
All right, I want all Republicans to just submit to me a fucking report card of whether or not McCarthy is bad or good. Because you guys have been oscillating on that topic for a fucking while now.
Yeah.
Well, Emperor Trump said it's bad, so now it's bad.
So is it bad or is it good? You got to choose one of those and stick with it for at least 15 years.
Never going to happen.
I want just that consistency,
Dude,
so we can have a basis of discussion here.
Will any political positions remain the same over 15 years for the most part?
When you're evaluating something that happened in the past and just trying to decide, was it good or was it bad? Like, I feel like that should be able to stay consistent for a while.
Why would you think that?
I don't know. I guess I'm just a naive fool.
President prior to an election
For
turned
once
down
we
by
agree.
court earlier. It's a new low.
And he also tweeted, I'd bet a good lawyer could make a great case out of the fact that President Obama was tapping my phones in October just prior to the election. So we're following this like...
All right, well, so far you haven't even made a good case for it, so...
Yeah, so as far as I know, still nobody knows what he's talking about. Did he subpoena some information or some shit about the wiretapping? Did he see some court documents?
Yeah, who uncovered this?
Me and Scotty saw a Trump surrogate defending him on the news last night. I forget her name. She's a fucking blithering dolt, but she was basically saying that Trump only heard about this in the media. Like,
What?
Yeah.
The media.
Bullshit.
All right. Which media outlet reported it?
Well, he probably read it on Breitbart.
Oh, well.
But it has been reported by other news organizations, like the New York Times has done stories
But nothing's
on
been
it.
substantiated.
It's an unsubstantiated story, and of course Trump is going out there acting like, yep, this is true. But I mean, like, really, Trump is just trying to distract from the Russia shit. And all the other...
Dude, a lot of people listen to Trump regardless of whether they're talking about the truth or not.
Sure.
It doesn't really matter. That's the big thing about CNN. These organizations don't understand.
Like,
a lot of people that are supporters of Trump don't care. They're like, oh, these people are just liars.
And Russia, by the way, I think is a big distraction, too. I think the Democrats just are like, look, Russia, 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 Russia. And Trump's like, well, Obama wiretapped me. He wiretapped me. It's true. Fuck you guys. Another thing is, like... wasn't there this big NSA scandal in the Obama administration from him basically wiretapping everyone's phones? Or doing, like, basically the equivalent thing with the NSA?
There's multiple intelligence programs gathering data on people right now.
So what is even the big deal at this point? Obama wiretapped the whole fucking country. We're supposed to give a shit that if you wiretap Trump or not?
It is a little...
I understand. There's a difference.
If he provided proof of this wiretapping, it is a little suspicious that Trump Tower suddenly gets wiretapped a few days before he wins the election.
Of course.
It just reeks. I mean, you know, Obama feeding Hillary that information about strategy and shit.
I mean, there's potential there, but there has to be proof of it.
Sure.
Same thing with the claims about Russia. It's like a lot of stuff Trump says is unsubstantiated, and a lot of stuff the Democrats say against him is unsubstantiated.
Yeah, everybody's saying that, like, senior Trump officials have said that they were in constant contact with the Russian KGB, and it's like, who, where, when? Which officials? At what time? In regards to what? Well, just look into it, man.
And then you look into it, and that's all there is.
Yeah, and that's all there is.
You are in real time. These tweets just came out in the last 10 or 15 minutes.
What is he referring to specifically? Has he been briefed on something specific the public doesn't know about yet? Or there have been reports suggesting that there are intercepts of some of the conversations.
You know, one thing me and Scotty realized last night, too, is that Trump could avoid a lot of problems simply by beginning to phrase his tweets as questions. Was I wiretapped by Obama?
Question mark.
Question mark.
Some people think I may have been.
I've heard reports.
Yep.
Are they true?
Yeah, the way
question mark.
The way Trump couches shit is just so horrible. It's like, but you know what? That's why people like him in a sense too, because it's so direct. He's making these bold-faced fucking statements, and it's just like, whoa, okay, well, is that true or not? And then there's this big debate about whether Trump's saying what he's talking about is true or not. Dude, Trump just loves attention. That's why Trump says shit like this. He wants that attention. and he knows that the basic media is going to give it to him because it's so outlandish. How they're going to ignore that?
We know that Trump is like addicted to media, so he must love just having the power. Like, I'm bored. Click, 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 click. I'm going to say this and see what happens. They're going crazy. Look at this. It's a circus.
Maybe.
I think it's true.
I mean, this came on the heels of a pretty weak showing for Trump and Sessions. Like, the Russia thing with Sessions lying under oath, basically saying he hadn't had contact with him, and then, well, here's transcripts of here's evidence of a meeting that took place like a week ago with the fucking ambassador of Russia.
General Flynn and others on the whole Russia deal, and so
she looks pissed off. Look at her.
She just has resting bitch face.
Yeah, she's trying to do that news reporter concern thing.
It's so weird to see a girl with dark hair sitting on the Fox and Friends couch.
Well, they're trying to diversify.
Yeah, I guess so.
They used to just be the bodacious blood beads.
Yeah.
Is he suggesting that the intercepts with information?
And it's because Ailes isn't just making all the shots, calling all the shots.
Right. The Obama administration to, though specifically he says, tap into the phones at Trump Tower.
At Trump Tower,
which
yeah.
obviously
Level
a
of
sitting
specificity.
president going after essentially the incoming president would jack up this whole story the current president has been talking about how the Obama administration was setting traps, these leaks that we see now. This would jack it up that there was a wiretap before the election. Remarkable.
This could totally change this entire conversation. I mean, as he said in that tweet, McCarthyism. I mean, this
McCarthyism. Why do I have the feeling she doesn't even know what the fuck that means?
It's Fox
really
News.
jacks it up.
Well, it's a witch hunt. If you do believe that the previous administration is doing anything they can to discredit you, to include declassifying intelligence before the election so that if Trump wins, the information...
Why do all these people just have like such a lack of any real personality?
Yet again, it's
They
Fox
just-
News.
I mean, but like, Fox News has plenty of people that have like some kind of fucking spark to them, you know?
This
like,
is Fox and Friends. This is like basically the generic morning program
so
where it's like
fucking bland.
Well,
dude.
yeah, it's more like twinged just towards conservatism. It's not like obviously it's still Fox, but it's a lot more like mild. It's just kind of like, does anyone really know?
out there to build a case that there's some sort of collusion with Russia. Why would it not then lead you to believe maybe they did take some steps, some extraordinary steps while still in office to monitor whether those conversations were going on? And as we've seen before, the president has been pretty astute about getting ahead of the news cycle with more information because he knows it. He sees it. He's got intelligence briefings. He looks at it. We don't. He tweets it. We speculate about it.
Except this wasn't based on any intelligence briefing or anything like that. It was basically just pulled out of his ass. I mean, I guess not quite that bad, but basically the president saw something in the news media that said, "Oh, this happened," and he fucking blasted out on Twitter. At least that's as near as anyone could tell what happened. I mean, if there's some other story, it hasn't come out yet, and who knows if it ever even fucking will. Because I have a feeling that this will just kind of fade away into obscurity. It's one of those things that's like, oh, it's a big deal, and then people are like, eh. Sure.
You want to move on?
We can move on. We can move on up.
Oh, yeah. This is the students that shut down the bell curve lecture, the guy who created the bell curve.
Great.
Some fucking whiny-ass little douchebags.
I don't think he created it. He wrote a book about it. And a book about its
yeah,
use.
yeah,
He created the book, the bell curve.
The book, right.
Right.
Yeah, let's do it.
Sorry.
Let's take a little look.
Sociologist Charles Murray was supposed to speak yesterday at Middlebury College in Vermont, and he would have done so if a mob of protesters hadn't decided to stop him. Watch. Well, students at the $61,000 per year college called Murray a sexist, anti-gay white supremacist, and otherwise screeched until administrators finally canceled the event because they had to.
Awesome.
So, anyone want to try to? I mean, try to find another planet or something, or somewhere else to go.
Why
or,
do you think? Why do you? I mean,
You know, they found some planets, but unfortunately it would take like 1 million years to get there.
Well,
so
well, if we invent cryo chambers or something, we can go start a new Drunken Peasants planet. You know?
I don't even know what to say.
Later.
I'm flabbergasted by people that would show up to stop somebody from speaking at a college.
Yeah, it happens a lot.
I mean,
now.
if this dude was like a neo-Nazi or something, I could get this kind of response. He wrote a book where he talked about how the different races perform academically across a broad spectrum. Oh no.
That's racist.
Jumped on Murray's car in an attempt to keep him from leaving campus safely. They also injured a professor who was escorting him, forcing her to make a brief stay to the hospital. Well, Carolyn Rouse is an anthropology professor at Princeton University. When Murray spoke at Princeton last year, she led students and faculty in a walkout of that event. Professor Rouse joins us now. Professor, thanks for coming on.
Thank you.
I've read a lot of the criticism of Charles Murray, with whose work I'm pretty familiar, and they don't bear much resemblance to what Charles Murray has actually written. And so I just want you to put a fine point on your complaints about Charles Murray. Why is he beyond the pale? Why should he not be allowed to speak?
Well, I'm not sure what you're referring to. What are you referring to in terms of his work? Right.
He's asking you what your criticisms of his work are.
What?
Like a general overview of the criticisms.
That was a very clear question, was it not?
No. It needs to be nitpicked.
Well, a couple of things. At Middlebury, he was denounced as anti-gay. He's not in any sense anti-gay that I know of. He was a proponent of gay marriage. He was also denounced by a lot of people, including you, as a purveyor of racial pseudoscience. And whatever you think of his ideas, I don't think anyone would denounce them as pseudoscience, considering the book that you're referring to was written by him and by Dick Herrnstein, a Harvard professor, a real scientist. So I wonder what you're talking about exactly.
You mean you think that black people have lower IQs than white people?
No, I think that the bulk of Charles Murray's scholarship has nothing to do with race at all. And I'm wondering, to be totally blunt with you, Professor, if you've read his books.
Oh. Maybe Tucker should have read some of those climate science books before he went up against Bill Nye, too.
Yeah.
But let's see. This bitch, let's see what she says.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
Which ones did you read?
The first one I read was Losing Ground in college.
Right.
And
did you read?
Was...
Okay, I beg your pardon. Go ahead.
Well, that was a really interesting book for me because the argument that black people were culturally dysfunctional.
Well, you just fucking fucked it up, dude.
Yeah, you're on Fox News and you get a phone call.
And you're just like, the idea that black people are socially... Oh, shit, fucking cell phone going off during an important interview.
That wasn't even a cell phone. That was an office phone.
Office phone, I guess.
D&D. She just had to hit the button.
Press it.
And had all of these behaviors.
She didn't. She chose to lift up the receiver and then hang it up.
Yeah.
So just fuck you, whoever was calling.
Oh, yeah, that was like
Now's not a good
panic.
time.
That were incompatible with democracy and capitalism to be fascinating but complete.
Look at Tucker.
The Cucker face is in full form tonight. And it's looking real extra concerned,
Did you
too.
see the Twitter, the Cucker face Twitter?
Yeah.
It's just tweets of Tucker making stupid faces. That's all it does.
That brow is super furrowed right now,
he is
dude.
real concerned with her.
Oh, no.
False or fake news.
Okay.
Given that I know the black community well.
Right.
So yes,
I read the
that
book
was
too,
my
and
wake up.
I don't remember him making the case that black people were somehow unable to live in a democracy. Did you read the Bell Curve?
I read parts of the Bell Curve, yes.
Okay, but not the entire Bell Curve.
No, I didn't read the entire Bell Curve, and I read the critiques of the Bell Curve as well.
Okay.
But are you the
So I
Southern
guess
Poverty Law Center has a dossier on him. I don't want to debate whether or not he's made.
So that's the metric by which somebody can speak. If the Southern Poverty Law Center has a dossier on them, they're not allowed to speak.
Southern Poverty Law Center has a dossier.
So
on
they're
you,
the
dude.
censorship board now on who gets to speak on college
So
campuses.
when you've asked who gets to talk, and then someone else like, well, who gets to make that decision? Now you know.
The
Southern Poverty Law
Center.
Center.
Okay, good to know.
So they're the final
No,
authority.
they don't get to make the
The
decision.
buck stops
Oh
there.
wait, no,
Are
they
you
don't.
your
Yeah, you're right,
own
Scotty.
final
They don't.
authority?
They don't get to just unilaterally decide who does and doesn't get to speak at a college campus.
Apparently they do.
Claims about the sort of the degeneracy of black people and poor whites. It's just not a. It's just a fact. So, if you want to talk about freedom of speech and his right to speak freely, I think that makes sense. But what he's written is out there for the public, and I don't think that we need to debate that.
Well, but that's kind of your point, is that it's known and we don't need to debate it. But you've already.
What's kind of the disturbing thing about a lot of the SJW community is how they feel that so many things are just not up for debate. I mean, this book aside, just so many issues. Like, look, we can debate free speech, but we're not going to really debate the topic because we're just right on this.
Well, I mean, she just weaseled out of answering the question by saying, "Look, everybody knows he's a racist. It's not even worth debating." Like, what?
Well, that's what I'm saying. That they sidestep debate a lot.
You just need to cede that point to me because that's not even for debate.
Like, provide
honestly.
some quotes maybe from his books that you consider particularly racist. Did you prep for this fucking interview at all?
It's like, I'm sorry, you seem to be debating something where I already won by virtue of being me, so...
The Southern Poverty Law Center says this guy's a racist, so please, this debate was over.
Conceded that his central work, the bell curve, you haven't actually read. You've read critiques of it, you read part of it, but you haven't read the book. And instead you point to the Southern Poverty Law Center, which is a political organization. I'm just saying, shouldn't you take the scholarship seriously? And then if you disagree, explain why.
You know what? There's a black man who wrote about how people with more melanin are more intelligent. Do I need to read this work? Do I need to invite this person to Princeton to speak because he's written about how black people are more intelligent than white people?
You don't necessarily
no one gives a shit. Have him.
Yeah,
have him down
You don't
there.
necessarily need to invite him, but if he does end up speaking at your college, you should let him.
Yeah, if there's demand for it and people want to see it or whatever,
then let
for
him
whatever
speak.
reason, then yeah, bring his ass on down. Who gives a shit? That's what college is for. No one cares.
Do I need to waste your time? Do I need to waste the institution's resources because he said it? Just because somebody says something doesn't mean I need to be wasting my time reading every word they've written. I have other things in my life to do. They're more positive and constructive.
Like
and
what,
more,
organizing mobs of people that accost people and prevent them from speaking on college campuses?
But the problem here is that you're basically saying this person is a total racist, and you're pointing to these books as evidence, and then you're admitting that you haven't even read one of the books. And the bell curve is, let's be honest, his other works are not what's really up for debate. It's the bell curve, because I mean,
the bell curve.
I've heard of this book. I've read parts of the book myself, and it is construed by some to be racist. I mean, I don't really know if I would say, 'cause like I said, I haven't read the entire works, but a lot of people do make the claim it is a racist book.
In that book, there's a statistic that puts Asians well above everybody else in terms of scholastic performance and IQ.
Mm-hmm.
So if it's racist towards Asians, which I don't think this chick would have a problem with.
I mean, that's not racist towards Asians. That's just,
I mean,
that's
racist
racism
bias in favor of Asians.
In favor of Asians.
Right.
Asian supremacy.
But it's not racist. It's the data, filtered like as presented by science, just shows that Asians do better on these tests.
Fucking Asians.
I mean, but really,
the data is racist.
The big thing here too is obviously she endorses the actions of shutting down this speech, but if it was the other way around. If a liberal speaker was trying to speak and a bunch of conservatives came and shut down that event, would she have the same position of, look, people have a right to do this?
No, she would absolutely be on this show or some other one.
Both sides are told just...
my freedom of speech and our freedom of speech and da-da-da-da.
Someone gave us £10.
Cool.
Oh, thanks for the 10 quid, mate.
Let's give the peasants more money. They deserve it, guys.
More
That
pounds.
is true.
Yeah, if your money's worth more than our money, definitely give us more of it.
I'd rather take a pound than an American dollar.
Paul, you would, of course, you'd rather take a pound.
Only good as arsewipe these days, I hear.
Oh, by the way, just in case you didn't see the beginning of the show, thumbs up if Jimmy Dore sucks ass.
Yeah, he does suck fucking ass.
Yeah, thumbs up if you hate Jimmy Dore.
Jimmy Dore is a piece of shit, and we should really give us a bunch of extra thumbs up tonight
to signal to Jimmy
show
Dore
Jimmy
that he sucks.
How bad he fucking hoovers.
Every thumb up on this video is an agreement that Jimmy Dore sucks.
And you know what? I'll go further. Every thumb up on this video is a dick slap to Jimmy Dore's cobra spitting face, dude.
Dimmy
Jore, dude.
Dimmy. I hate that Dimmy Jore. I'm
Dimmy Jore,
dude.
Dimmy Jore. Dimmy Jore.
No, Dimmy Boar, dude.
Little Dimmy Jore.
Nah, Dimmy Boar.
Dimmy the Boar, dude.
Dimmy Jore.
Yeah, it's a dick slap, dude. You give him a mushroom stamp every time you thumbs up this video.
Every single time. It's a beautiful process.
It is beautiful.
Slap, 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 slap.
Wow, it's going up really fast.
Yeah, like
now.
he's getting dick whipped around
yeah.
now because of this.
It's like a fucking helicopter
It's a
blade in his
tornado
face right now.
A tornado of cock
beat,
slaps.
Beat, 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 beat. Beat his dick.
Like he's got 18 giant porn stars just standing around him in a circle, dick whipping him.
What is this money?
I don't know. Shut the fuck up. The peasants don't deserve any money. So I guess it's probably negative money or something.
No.
Was it like Bitcoin or some shit?
No. It was some sort of currency, but it was still money.
Neat.
Vietnamese pudongs, dude.
One time we got Colombian pesos.
Sweet.
All right, so we're going to do one more story, and then we're going to take a break, and we'll come back and do Crazy People.
Sounds good.
Crazy folk.
And this is a 3-hour show, so...
Crazy People.
Buckle up. We're just getting started.
Yeah, the Crazy People, fuck.
Oh, we have some great ones tonight.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So,
extra spicy flavors of crazy.
Extra
coming at
spicy
you
crazy.
tonight.
Oh, they did come.
So, do you want to... Which one of these two do you want to do, TJ? Because there's only 2 left.
What's the second one?
It's something about dark.
I don't know. I guess go with the first one because I don't know what the second one is.
I think it's North Korea shit.
You're terminated.
You're terminated.
You're terminated.
Schwarzenegger, who terminated contestants on the Celebrity Apprentice.
Apprentice.
This guy has
Celebrity
the same problem
Apprentice.
Is now
Demi Jore, dude.
quits himself.
He certainly is
Cool.
the actor turned governor turned reality show host, blaming a ratings dive on President Trump's continued involvement in the show. Marcy.
Maybe the ratings dive is due to the fact that show sucks and people are just fucking sick of it.
It's been on TV long enough.
Yeah,
Terminated. Maybe people are tired of hearing that shit.
Trump's last season wasn't even well rated.
No.
You know,
I mean, he went on to be president, and even he couldn't barely keep the show afloat towards the end there.
Diminishing returns.
I saw Arnold in person at the Arnold festival in Columbus.
Yeah.
You know,
Arnie Fest.
Yeah. He's walking around all the time.
He stands out, I assume.
And he always, he's really loud, and he always uses his catchphrases all the time.
So he's like obsessed with them.
Hasta la vista, baby.
Yeah, like he was like on the stage judging the bodybuilders, and he was like, "Don't worry, I'll be back."
So this
What the fuck?
And he
so
left.
like he loves them catchphrases, dude. He's not like one of these dudes. You go up to him, it's like, man, do that one bit, and
Do
then they're
the
like,
thing, Arnold. He just already does it.
Yeah, he's
Like as soon
doing
as
it.
you walk up, you're like, Arnold.
because he knows what people really want. He's honest with himself. He's like, they want to hear me say these stupid fucking lines, and I'll just say them.
I hope if I meet him, he turns around and just says, "You are one ugly motherfucker."
Dude, that'd be
Gonzalez is
awesome.
covering the story for us this morning from our LA bureau. Marcy, you're not fired. Good morning.
Thank you, Paula. Good morning to you. The president.
What a strange way to open it.
You're not fired.
You're not fired.
I'm amused.
That's weird to say. Oh.
Is still the executive producer of the show, and while Schwarzenegger's official statement simply cited the show's baggage for his departure, he is making no secret of just what he meant by.
Yeah, I mean, look at the headline down there. You know, like
Hasta la vista.
I mean,
baby.
he rides these catchphrases.
Ride it all night.
I mean,
long.
I guess it worked for him.
Did he do it on the campaign trail too?
Oh yeah.
Who's your daddy and what does he do?
Yeah, he did.
I want to ask you a bunch of questions.
They're going to terminate
Gotta
the
have
debt.
them answered immediately.
The debt in California will be terminated.
Excuse me, California. I have to leave now and get in the chapel. But don't worry, I'll be back. Goodbye. Bye. You know, like fucking A, dude. He's like a meme machine.
Arnold.
You're terminated.
After just one season as host, Arnold Schwarzenegger is now terminating his role on Celebrity Apprentice.
Hasta la vista.
Joe Pesci should host the next Celebrity Apprentice, man. It's time for him to come
Hopefully
back.
the show just ends.
It's time for him to come out of retirement.
I watched a couple episodes with Mom and Steve, dude. It was so boring.
So when Joe Pesci fires people, instead of using a catchphrase, he just takes a baseball bat to their
just beats them to
kneecaps.
fucking death, dude.
Well, never mind.
He just
maybe we can bring this show
yeah,
back.
dude. You know, and you get Trace Adkins and shit on there, and he just fucking knocks his fucking head in like Glenn on The Walking Dead, dude.
The actor and former
Eyeball popped
California
out.
governor pinning his departure
It's great.
entirely on the former host,
People love
President Donald
bludgeonings.
Trump, saying to Empire magazine, with Trump being involved in the show, people have a bad taste and don't want to participate.
Damn,
Just last
shots
month,
fired.
Trump publicly
Shots fucking fired, Arnie.
blamed the show's tanking ratings on his reality TV successor.
They hired a big movie star, Arnold Schwarzenegger, to take my place. And we know how that turned out.
Damn.
kind of a namby-pamby punchback there.
Ratings went right down the tubes.
Schwarzenegger.
They're already down the tubes.
And you know what happened then?
Dude, Schwarzenegger wins this.
They should fight. They're about the same age, right?
Yeah, they're both pretty. I think Schwarzenegger's a little bit younger, maybe.
Maybe a little bit.
Definitely
firing
more fit.
back with this
Yeah.
video.
Hey, Donald, I have a great idea. Why don't we switch jobs? You take over TV because you're such an expert in ratings, and I take over your job. And then people can finally sleep comfortably again.
Fucking wrecked. Donald got raped.
What's
I'm
the amendment?
sorry.
What's the amendment that stops him from running again?
The
Get rid of it.
Yeah.
President Arnold.
I know, President
I'm
Arnold.
on board. I don't care.
I mean, he was
about
the
his
governor
policies
of California.
He was
so-
terrible as governor.
Look,
but you
I
know
don't
what?
think anybody
He's got
credibly believes
charisma.
that Arnold is going to immediately transfer power to the Austrian government as soon as it's not going to happen. So let him be president.
Let Arnold be president. Damn
That was
it.
awesome.
It's your destiny, America. It's your fucking
Look,
destiny.
he did a half-ass job in California. Look, he's all right.
he was.
I mean,
that was
Arnold.
You
He's
know,
not
it's
Trump.
like
He's not Trump. He's not Trump.
Look, that was like the little game that he loses before he wins the big game in the triumphant
Sure.
finale of the movie.
You know, Arnold smokes weed too.
I hope so.
Of course
I've
you
seen
know it.
I've seen videos of him
You know it,
smoking
dude.
weed.
Oh, dude, and that old bodybuilding
Pumping
video.
iron.
Yeah, dude, he talks about it too. I love to smoke weed.
Yeah.
I love to fuck beautiful women.
I am coming. I'm in the gym. I am coming all
when
the time.
when I'm with a beautiful woman, I'm coming once or twice. When I'm at the gym, it's like I'm coming all the time as I work out. As I work.
We need President Arnold, dude.
Yeah, dude. We need to be coming all the time.
That's what it keep
Make
America,
America
coming,
come
dude.
again.
And look,
Dude,
like
make
I used
America
to
come
say,
again,
like
dude.
all the crazy shit Arnold used to talk would probably prevent him. But now that grab him by the pussy is out there and we've elected Donald, like, it's time, dude.
It's time for President Schwarzenegger to rise.
Terminated.
We need to repeal the fucking
So
amendment.
what party would he run with though? Because he's a Republican, he won't run against Trump.
He should just run as an independent and just
should.
be like, I am in the middle. I represent all Americans regardless of political like he should just take that tact.
Dude, he could get the Latino vote by just calling it the Hasta la Vista Party.
Hasta la vista establishment.
Hasta la Vista racism.
I am declaring an hasta la vista. What the fuck? All right, guys.
It's always been a matter of kindergarten cop versus president. Schwarzenegger
Yeah.
appeared on the original Apprentice in 2007.
I got a phone call yesterday from my very good friend Donald Trump.
And even after the
I guess they're not
Governator
very good
endorsed
friends
Trump's rival John
anymore.
Kasich, they were spotted chatting after the second GOP debate. But ever since the commando became the boss, there have been bitter words and, of course, tweets.
I think that
So Trump just could he not handle being replaced? Because they were cool up until Arnold took his spot. Is that what's going on? Okay.
I think so.
I mean, yeah. I mean, is Trump bitter about that? I mean, he's the fucking president.
I mean, yeah, you have to go with your fucking reality show. You can't do both.
Yeah.
He wanted to do, this was all part of his plan to make The Apprentice successful again by doing it from the White House. And America gets to pick the cabinet and stuff.
He's still a producer.
Yeah. But apparently he didn't like this casting decision.
So I don't know why
It's a shitty producer that challenges creative decisions openly on Twitter.
Yeah.
Regardless of if they're the president or not. Not a very good producer.
The governor is tough enough, and so I don't think the feud is causing him to back down, but it's more just that the show wasn't a hit.
And NBC has not responded to our request for a comment. There's no word on their plans for the show. Dan and Paula.
Cancel
Marcy,
it.
thank you very much.
Cancel it. It's a piece of shit.
It sucks and no one
Boring.
watches it anymore.
It always
Cancel
sucked.
that shit. Yeah, it always sucked, but now people have actually caught on to the fact that it sucks. So
Well, it used to be new
cancel
shit.
it.
Now it's just like fucking 10-day-old dog shit. I mean, come on.
Get rid of it.
Get rid of it.
Get fucking rid of it.
I mean, we're talking about network television, though, so, I mean, pretty low standard there.
I see. All right. Well, we will be back in a minute with some more Drunken Peasants, but we're going to go to a break, and when we come back, crazy people.
Yeah, and you don't want to miss it.
We got some super crazy fucks. I mean, yeah, it's crazy.
We've got
Just
big
trust
crazy
us.
fucks. We got small crazy fucks. We all got all kinds
Crazy
of
fucks of
Come
all
on
sizes,
now!
all
And by the
shapes.
way, everyone, keep your eyes peeled for the clips, the hypothesis clips that are coming out.
Tomorrow,
remember,
Wednesday, and Thursday.
Tuesday, Wednesday, and
Two apiece.
Thursday. Two hypothesis videos a day. They'll be up. Usually they're up between noon and 9.
Awesome.
Our
We
time.
covered some
Pacific.
crazy shit this time too. We filmed those today.
Yeah, we had fun filming those.
Yep.
So anyway, we will be back in 10 to 15 minutes.
See you soon.
In my opinion, the most meaningful change I can personally make in my niche is to expose what the crazy Christian conservatives who have taken over our government are doing.
Dusty, you've gotten rusty. Why are you playing those video games? Hey, Whitey, if Trump's in the White House, then why are you playing those video games? Guess you're just trying to find your way, but it's hard with VR goggles on your face. You told so many people that you're taking them on, taking on Trump, taking on the right, but it seems kinda hard to find. Yeah, it seems kinda hard to find. Dusty, you've gotten rusty. Why are you playing those video games? Why do you have Trump's in the White House? And why are you playing those video games? Let me try to explain. It's odd when you get mad at what other people make, and then most of what you create is some jokes and fucking video games. So you're a troll and a showman. Well then I really don't know then what you think or believe, what you really think when you're making up a show in your Facebook posts. Gotten rusty, time to retire to your private lake. downtown, hobo on the ground. Says he got a probe, no, I got my chode. But no, that's sick. If I want a dick, I can get a dick. And I like the metal stick with a little drip drip. Without the knob on the top and all the stickiness. And I know the satisfaction of a man, don't get me wrong. Wires the eyes and baby doesn't turn me on. Like when a man tries to beat me, take off my hobo clothes and then he tries to feed me. Cracking them out, putting them out, suck those out, make scream out. Then I'll be the hobo unifriends. Talk about standing in the street, getting bent over a vent. Looking forward to the broken experience. Get the lube, dude, use it for the back in action. Stick it in and watch the hobo's ass contraction. Hobo, 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 hobo. Anal, 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 probin', 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 probin'. Hobo, anal, probin'. Chillin' at home, watching the tube, sorting a boner for the killing of the hobos in the vicinity of the boat. Feeling good, looking out the window. Looking down the alley for a dirty old hobo. Yeah, I like the anal probing, shoving like the dirty does. Because the ladies in the dress, baby's mama's dad. It's cause make me feel like a hobo. Tie me down for anal probing, tossing over with blood running out my ass. You think it's funny? Take a look, you fucking bust you in the nuts like you're my lover. Fucking dirty hobo dick, it's saucy like the suck drip. Think twice about your trip, the hobo probing confidence. Building up the mean or something, only what you're fucking hobo, 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 anal, 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 anal. Robin, 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 hobo, anal, Robin. Fuck that, I ain't no tool, bitch. I'm a hobo with two motherfucking fists. And feel that rim shot, big cock in your mouth, fuck, thinking master the anal profile. Greasy, 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 grease it up. Sticky, stick it in. Slide it up and down, slide it up and down. Slide it all around. Greasy, 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 grease it up. Stick it in. Slide it up and down, slide it up and down. Slide it all around. Greasy, 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 grease it up. Stick it in. Slide it up and down, slide it up and down. Slide it all around. Greasy, 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 grease it up. Stick it in. Slide it up and down, slide it up and down. Slide it all around. Greasy, 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 grease it up. Stick it in. Slide it up and down, slide it up and down. Slide it all around. Hobo, 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 hobo. Anal, 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 anal. Robin, 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 Robin. Hobo, anal, Robin. How to eat it right, how to take the flavor. All night with my peaches and cream on my body I dream of you, girl. How to treat it right, I lick your pussy all night, and I am policing dreams with my face in your cream, with details to come. And I believe with your pussy, in your pussy. And I believe your pussy clean. Tell me that you'll be my girl. Tell me that you'll be my world. Tell me that you'll be that slut in my dreams that I want you to be. Tell me that you'll suck my dick. Tell me that you'll lick, lick, lick. Tell me that you'll rock my cock like a whore and never stop. Never stop. Never stop. How to stick it right, how to poke you in the pokey and feel tight, with my dick clean from your mouth servicing. Let's go, girl. be my girl. Tell me that you'll be my world. Tell me that you'll be that slut in my dreams that I want you to be. Tell me that you'll suck my dick. Tell me that you'll lick, lick, lick. Tell me that you'll rock my cock like a whore and never stop. Never stop. Never stop. She said, let me tie you to the bed. When I agreed happily, I was getting a piece. And when she was done, she pulled out her penis. When I started to scream, but she beat at me. She shit on my chest and rubbed my dick with it. She said, honey, I didn't work like a whore. I was born a whore. With utter disgust, I was hard as fuck as she gobbled my novel with the shit still clinging to her chin as she started to begin. Eat my shit off again! And she started to moan like she was getting boned. She was a man, just a sitting in bed. Help me, set some of my demons free until she made my ass bleed all night long. So I pissed on her face just to mark my place, and she giggled and laughed like she was all horny.
And we're back. Did you turn into a fucking goat while we were gone, TJ? Oh, what is that?
I don't know.
And we're back.
Don't rape me.
Wow, that kind of turns me on.
The first thing you went to, TJ. TJ's first goat thought is "Don't rape me."
It's a reference to an inside joke that none of you are insiders of.
Got it.
But it still seemed like it'd probably be funny.
Of course, you would have an inside joke revolving around somebody
goat rape,
raping a goat.
I wrote a song about goat rape once.
TJ, would you kill a man that killed your goat?
Would I kill a man who killed my goat?
Would you fuck a man who killed your goat?
Maybe.
Would you kill a man who fucked your goat?
I would not kill a man for fucking my goat. Unless he was in the process of fucking it.
Yeah, no comment from Ben. Just let's roll.
Yeah.
Let's just
appropriate
let's
music for where this conversation went.
Goat fuck. Goats.
Who is behind the mask in the Glinderson Booper song?
I wish I knew.
No one knows.
Crispy.
That black mask.
He's got a championship belt, whoever he is.
That bald mask.
It's probably a champion of some
Crispy,
kind.
man.
A fallen
That
champion.
mask is so black it looks like it's crispy.
It is a crispy mask. Looks kind of crisp. An E.
This is great.
All right.
No.
Everyone,
Oh,
put
no.
on your TISM helmets.
Oh,
Where's-
shit.
Paul,
We're
where's
about
that
to
book?
go for
Where's
a
that book,
ride.
dude?
Where's the book?
Where's the book?
It's back there. Hold on, get it.
The sacred book.
We have to get the book, dude.
The sacred book. We must read from the sacred text. All right, play the fucking thingy.
Great news, everybody. I got my book. Let's use free speech to bust cunts.
Let's use free speech to bust cunts.
Let's let that sink in for a minute. What is the title of the book, TJ?
Let's use free speech to bust cunts.
My book. Let's use free speech to bust cunts.
Okay.
Translate it into Arabic.
Finally.
Yes.
The Arabic world was fucking thirsty.
Dude, I
begging.
I think there was a riot, like a trampoline in Mecca because of this news, dude.
There was, yeah, at a bookstore.
I have the power.
What
is this?
The malicious blood me. I've been trying to get some of my books into Saudi Arabia and into Bahrain. I've been trying various advertising methods
Yeah,
to
they're
get them
pleading
there.
for it.
They want it
They're
so
begging
bad
for
there.
these cunt busting books, dude. They're absolutely cunt busting, dude. That's how hot they are. They're so erotic that the women that read them, their cunts just bust.
I cummed.
I cummed so hard. So
For
often.
example, I'm trying to advertise with the Saudi religious police because I read an article from the Associated Press about how
Saudi
some police
religious-
agencies are selling ads. So I thought, hey, I'd approach them. Saudi Arabia doesn't have erotica in it, so it's a great marketing opportunity.
No.
You are insane.
There's a reason they don't have it. It's because it's illegal.
Yeah, it's not a virgin market. Nobody ever thought of
Ben,
introducing porn
He
before.
literally contacted
the police. They tried to advertise illegal porn with them.
Hey guys, there's a great new book you might want to bring into your country.
Are you dumb, dude?
Have you read my stories about Anita Sarkeesian? And,
I want you.
Sexy.
All right, we have one of his books here. This is
Oh, wow.
entitled "The Bodyguard Babe."
Ooh.
Paul,
my.
I want you to read to us chapter 16 of this supposed bit of erotica.
Okay, chapter 16.
I want you to read this depraved lunacy.
Let's hear it.
16.
We dine on a delicious breakfast. One that is incident-free, thank God. Unfortunately, our luck changes. As we enter a shop, a man and woman, both young, have the audacity to shout at my friend, "You suck! You write in defense of pornography and erotica. We will hurt you because you offended our pure morals." These moral purists charge my friend, but fortunately the man is a second faster. So I have time to punch the man on his left side and then punch him on his right side.
Whoa.
So punch him. He falls, so I punch the woman on her left side, and then I punch her on the right side, and she falls. I grab my friend's arm, and we get out of there. He thanks me. "You saved me again. What can I ever do to pay you back? All that I ask is that you make me your full-time bodyguard. Deal." I cheer. "Yes, this means we get to hang out every second of every day." I kiss him. "Please come to my next MMA match." Of course.
Whoa.
What?
What?
This is a story about a gay MMA guy?
I think that's written from a female perspective.
Oh, she's a female?
Yeah, the bodyguard.
She's
the
the
bodyguard babe.
She's his bodyguard.
Yeah. Of course, she's in love with the specimen before you.
By the way, Bold and Brash commented they donated $100.
Following in Saint Malachi's footsteps.
Burn in hell, Jimmy Dore.
Burn in hell.
Damn.
Burn forever in hell.
Strong words for Jimmy Dore.
Strong words from a strong man.
I got my book, Let's Use Free Speech to Bust Cunts, translated into Arabic to better facilitate that process and also to reach other Arabic speakers.
Wait, to facilitate the process of free speech or busting cunts?
Both.
Okay.
Who want free speech material, who want to read about cunt busting, who want erotica as freedom of...
You know, the other day, me and TJ had a fine conversation about cunt busting.
Did you guys bust a few cunts?
Oh, of course, sir. We just went out and we viewed the property and we said, how you feel about cunt busting, TJ? And we talked at length for several hours about cunt busting, Paul.
The funny thing about this guy is that he thinks he's writing erotica.
The funny thing about this guy is that he thinks a cunt is going to do anything in response to him. Much less bust.
This guy don't even know what a cunt looks like? I don't think so.
For all you know, Paul, he has the world's largest penis.
Or maybe just like a prehensile tongue or something.
You don't know, Paul.
I don't know. You're right.
You don't know.
He might be.
Maybe he really is the sexual
That'd be fucking funny if this did a way bigger
dick.
dick than Paul. I'm sorry, that would be pretty funny.
Speech is a birthright of everyone.
I mean,
everyone has a right to access erotica and cunt busting erotica in particular.
In particular, above all other forms of erotica for some reason.
How can this guy credibly write a book on cunt busting when I don't think he's ever even been in one except coming out of one?
No,
Like,
he
come on,
was a
dude.
C-section baby, dude. He
Oh,
never
damn,
even
he's
came out of one.
Fuck, dude, that's harsh, Paul. Can't even give him his birth, man. Fuck.
He didn't get those natural immunities that are bestowed by the birth canal
Paul,
either.
The inevitable,
that's why he's so fucked up.
The inevitable song parody is "Who You Gonna Call?" Cunt Busters.
Cunt Busters! If there's something strange on the internet, hey, who wrote it all? Cunt Buster!
He's a cunt buster.
Damn.
In the process of translating my book, Mr. Free Speech Stud bangs Miss Anita Sarkeesian into Arabic as well.
Wonderful.
And hopefully that book will find its way into Saudi Arabia. Wouldn't that be awesome, my friends?
No.
Peace out. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you may be. Long live free speech. Woohoo!
Long live cunt busting. Woo!
What a fucking stud.
You're
man.
not a woohoo, dude. Because apparently you don't. Hey guys, we won! Woohoo!
He's got a lot of coffee.
Well, he likes coffee.
He's got all kinds of coffee.
Dunkin' Donuts, Starbucks. Damn, he's got variety.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Variety of coffee.
He likes
Look at the
coffee.
map. Maybe that explains this erratic
Dude,
behavior.
Why does he not have magnets on his refrigerator?
He doesn't care for magnets.
I mean, like,
They
who doesn't have a fucking
distort his
magnet?
brainwaves.
I mean,
He
we
needs
just likes
every
coffee.
magnet he can get for his new Cunt Buster Ray that he's building in his basement.
Paul, did I tell you how much I just
Cunt
love
Buster
being married
Ray.
to Andrew? Well, I'll say it again. I fucking love being married to Andrew. This little incident will explain why.
Wow.
Wow, dude. Anita just loves being married to Andrew, the
Jesus.
fucking free speech stud.
Free speech
Dude,
stud.
I look at him, I see it, dude. The free speech stud, dude.
Oh my god. This guy's the definition of stud, dude.
People are saying he's a troll. I don't
He's
think
not.
so.
No, he's not. Unfortunately, he's not.
No, I'm sorry. I can understand thinking that for a second, but no. We've dove deep into this well, and he's not a troll.
He's not trolling. He's for real. He's the real deal.
He's writing books and shit, folks.
Sorry to say it, but
he's
it's true.
He's a
really,
troll. Look right here.
It's real.
That's one of like many books. One of many.
Yeah, a book. Oh, it was made in the USA, though.
All right,
Cool.
so the next one is
People say we don't make anything.
The 100% proof that Robin Williams is possessed by demons,
or was
possessed. Come on, Ben. Show a little tact. He's dead now.
This is the title of this video is 100% proof.
Wow.
100%.
That's a high standard.
So after
dude.
you see this video, if you don't believe Robin Williams was possessed by demons, then there's something wrong with you.
I'm about to show you definitive proof that Robin Williams channeled demons for his ability to act. He says so himself.
Oh my
and
God.
before I show the clip,
Wow.
I want to say that Jesus Christ is the only.
Dude, this is a recording. How can you not write something down and just clearly enunciate it? Like, I'm a person that talks fast and has trouble with enunciation, but come on, you're doing this recorded. You can do a better fucking job than this.
He can do whatever he wants, Scotty. This is not hitting that good.
Okay, let's watch this video right now.
Let's do it. I'm
Do you
ready.
believe in it? Because like in LA, I mean, you can buy crystals now. I mean, they're
You can buy
selling.
any- yeah.
Well, but they're selling
Different crystals, yeah, different-
different crystals. They're selling crystals on the corner. So are you into the chanting and the?
So that was like a crack
That was a
joke,
drug
right?
joke, yeah.
Yeah.
I heard you, Jimmy. I'll be back.
Crack or crystal meth. One of the two. God, this music.
And we're talking about a different kind of crystal.
Delirious
Sexy
fucking
sack.
psycho.
A different kind of crystal.
Yeah, different kind. But this is the part where he admits he's a demon.
Cool.
Check it out.
So we're talking about crystals and channeling and all that. Where do you think your blessings come from? I mean, or do you think you're blessed because
I
everybody
think it
says
is kind of like channeling. It's kind of like a combination of channeling, possession.
Oh,
I don't know. When you get into a character, it is like that something happens that you don't know where, but it seems to be passing through you.
Yeah. Do you think you're blessed?
Now, Paul, you're
Proof.
an actor.
There's proof.
What is going on here, Paul? Are you possessed by demons, Paul?
No. He's talking about the idea of letting another person inhabit you, and when playing a character, really giving yourself over to the fantasy, the play act that you are this other person in this other time in this other situation.
Wrong.
Individual.
No, he said he's.
Look,
this is about channeling.
This is
Paul.
100% proof, Paul. He just said
Channeling demons.
he's channeling demons.
No.
Blessed?
Yes, he did.
Or where-
Yes, he
where
did,
does all
Paul.
this
Maybe
come
he
from?
says it right now, though.
Touched.
In the
That
old days,
too.
this type of blessing, you'd end up being like burned at the stake. Going, he was very funny, but kill him anyway.
Because he knows he's a
So he
demon.
thinks he should be burned at the
I
stake.
don't,
Demons.
try and claim, oh yes, it's all mine. It comes through you, I think, when you
Comes
really
through you.
relax.
You believe in it because like in LA, I mean, you can buy crystals now. I mean, they're selling. Yeah, well, but they're selling different crystals. Yeah, different crystals. They're selling crystals on the corner. So are you into the chanting and the? Oh, I heard you, Jimmy. I'll be back. Why?
So important to play that again at high speed.
What was that?
I don't know.
Williams just said it's like channeling. It is like possession. Oprah was talking about crystal balls because that's one way to channel demons.
But she should be talking about my balls.
She didn't even say crystal balls. She just said crystals.
Crystal
She's
balls.
probably
Crystals.
talking about that stupid healing crystal
Yeah, the
bullshit.
little
Right.
fucking crystal.
No.
Not crystal balls.
Not like
They're
spirits.
talking about channeling demons. Come on.
Demons.
Any more clear? And if Robin Williams wasn't making it as clear as he could, he even gives a devil horns on the commercial break. Take a look.
Oh, clear.
Once again, Robin Williams
Wow.
says it's like possession. It's not all me. Something comes through you.
Yep.
He says he would have been burned at the stake before
Oh,
in earlier times.
That was what might have. I mean, Robin Williams. I don't know if you know this. Was known as a comedian. That might have been
a joke.
I think that was a joke.
I'm sorry.
joke?
I don't think so.
Pretty sure that
No.
was some kind of fucking
TJ.
joke
He
right
admitted to
there.
it, TJ.
He decided to admit to Oprah in front of millions of people that he was possessed by a demon.
Yes, Paul, you're understanding that. You're understanding the truth.
You know, guys, a lot of people think that this comedic talent comes from within me, but actually, I'm just going to be frank with you guys. It's demons.
It comes from Azog, Lord of the Festering Pit.
TJ, I hate to break this to you, but we never suspect you of demonic possession.
Demons.
Sorry, dude. You know, you're just not really on the Robin Williams level.
But I'm the I have the micro demon, though.
You are the micro demon.
You have the micro demon. I'll give you that.
I am the micro
Oh
demon.
shit, we summoned it again. So now that you can't you can't really like painfully rape people up the butt with your micro penis demon. Like
What do you do?
What do you do?
Yeah, what does a micro demon
How do you torture the souls of the damned?
I annoy them with shitty jokes and cringy humor.
Did you use scripts from early Amazing Atheist videos?
Oh, yes. My entire channel has been devoted to cringe since the dawn of time.
Wow, the micro demon making his
Wow.
presence known again here tonight. Taking TJ for a wild ride.
Sorry, guys. When the character washes, it just washes over me.
It washes over him.
You become possessed.
It's not all mine. There's things inside.
It's the same thing
It
with
rushes through you.
It's the same
Like
thing with
colonic
Eric the
irrigation.
Fed. You know, people wanted to blame me for that little blunder, but he just washed over me. You know?
That was just you couldn't control it, dude.
No.
Eric the Fed just showed up in your body, and
Yeah.
you just
Dude.
had to fucking let him say what he had to say.
Sorry, it's a lot was on the spot, dude. But Eric the Fed, dude, no.
Don't talk to me. Talk to them.
I'm talking.
They possess my body.
Well, you're the vessel.
No, they possess my body.
So
just
Paul,
the vessel.
You're the vessel, Paul.
He's just a
Don't
vessel
shoot
for the
messenger,
demons.
Okay, don't shoot the messenger.
I have to shoot the messenger
For the
because the demon's
demons.
gone, Paul. The demon. Nope, they're gone, Paul.
The demons.
It's so clear. And if you don't have Jesus Christ as your Savior, this would be a good time to make him your Savior right now.
Okay.
My saver?
Your saver?
Your saver?
Your saber?
Don't wait until tomorrow.
All right.
Because the Bible is the truth.
Okay.
And a lot of these actors do get their talent from
because
demons.
the Bible is true. Because I read in the Bible and said the Bible was true. Thank you.
So, like, if you're an actor, you're struggling out there, and you want more talent than you have, acting lessons and practice and stuff, that's not what you need.
Is
all right?
this a smoking gun? Is this the absolute proof he's possessed by demons?
This is it.
No.
Isn't it crazy how famous people, just because like someone discovered that if you just put like satanic Illuminati, demon possession in front of a celebrity's name or associated with a celebrity, they get lots of views and make money.
Find some weird clip
That
where they're
suddenly
rolling their
everything
eyes
is-
back.
But Paul, everywhere you look now is just filled with this stuff. Like we never knew before, but now we're going to be awakened to Paul.
demons. And this is Robin Williams saying that this is
No, he's not. He's not
his
saying that at all.
way of acting was channeling these demons.
No.
And I feel
The word demon was not even used once.
Nope.
In that entire exchange.
Yeah.
feel bad for Robin Williams because that's probably where his depression came from, and he probably
Shut
struggled with this. And
Shut up,
everyone.
idiot. Paul's an actor. Paul's depressed. Paul, you got some demons, dude.
Yeah, it must be the demons, man.
It's the demons.
Atheist as well. So, I'm
Yeah.
mocking God. I spit in the face of God. I reject his salvation.
You've tried all these things to cure your depression, Paul, but let me ask you this. Have you ever tried turning your life over to Jesus Christ?
Yes.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, in my teens and early 20s, I tried.
It didn't work?
It just made me worse.
Maybe you need to try harder.
I should go back again and try something that already failed spectacularly.
Maybe you just were in the wrong denomination, Paul. What denomination were you?
Like I don't know, Protestant.
Protestant?
Yeah.
Yeah. Try Catholic.
Oh.
They need more Catholics, Paul.
All right. I'll
It's
give
a
it
lot of
shot.
standing and shit, so...
I'll give it a shot. I convert right now. I'm a Catholic.
You're a Catholic?
I'm going to
Paul?
go eat a wafer tomorrow.
All right, Catholic Paul, dude. He's not a Catholic? What do you want him to be? Lutheran?
Lutheran?
No.
No?
Seventh-day Adventist?
I think Paul should be a Rastafarian, dude.
Rastafarian.
Rastafari, bless up to Jah the Most High. I'm already a Rastafarian.
Oh.
Well,
it doesn't help either.
It doesn't help you either?
I mean,
Shit.
it helps more
more
than Christianity
huh?
did. Yeah.
All right.
Good like
to know.
Robin Williams, and you want the best for him, but you got to speak out about this too, and we got to be aware of this.
You want the
Same
best for
thing
him,
with
he's
the music
fucking
industry.
dead.
They do the same thing to get some of their songs, and they tell you this in their songs that they're possessed by devils.
This guy sucks. What a retard.
Dude, you're taking artistic statements and you're twisting them into admissions of demonic possession.
Yeah,
You're an idiot.
This would be like when you watch The Exorcist, do you think that little girl is actually possessed
Yes.
because she's claiming to be in the movie?
Sure.
Like, you understand that art is separate from reality, right?
Who knows what they even really believe? Maybe he really does believe this, but at the end of the day, we all know why he's doing it. It's just this gets views, this gets clicks, so he's doing it.
Yeah. I mean, pretty much anything that I pulled here is something you could find in, like, the first few pages of like, basic searches for conspiracy-type shit.
I'm not at all surprised. Do you remember how many views this video had?
I have no recollection.
Was it a lot, though?
I'm sure it was
I
way
really don't
more than
know.
it deserves.
Pathetic, TJ.
I don't keep track of the view counts.
Okay, well, you're worthless.
You're worthless.
Fucking
You're
Scotty.
worthless.
So brutal. Over the fucking slightest little thing.
You're worthless.
No provocation.
Scotty's never even told me before, like, TJ, can you try to, like, pay attention
I like
to
the
view
numbers,
counts?
though. I like knowing numbers, TJ. I need numbers.
Well, then do your own damn research, bitch.
He wants the data, TJ.
I want the data.
Give him the data.
Oh.
What the fuck is this, Ben? What's
Well.
going on here? No, yes. You don't want... Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, I bet if somebody in our audience right now looks down, I bet at least 150,000 of you will see a grease stain on your shirt. And we have a solution for you here at the Drunken Peasants podcast. We have some shirts that you can buy that will come to you with no grease stains.
Whoa.
And they
Really?
got cool designs on them, like Paul vaping a
Look at this
thing.
top-selling Paul design.
Yeah, the top-selling Paul design.
Followed by the top-selling Ben design.
The Demon Neb.
Demon Neb. Oh wow. Look at
Yeah,
the
and then
quality.
next, of course, not very far behind is the Kaiser Scotty
Yeah,
shirt,
another
and then
top-selling design. And
Oh, my.
where's that?
bringing up the
hold on.
bringing up the rear vanguard
who's
is Banana King.
Who's
you
this
know.
one? Who was this on the show?
Is that supposed to be?
Who is this? King Banana.
Is that Edward R. Murrah?
Who is this?
Edward R. Murrah.
Yeah, is that Grizzly Adams? Who knows? But it doesn't have a grease stain on it, so that's a plus.
Yeah.
No grease stains.
No grease stains. Guaranteed.
Absolutely grease stain free.
Yeah, grease stain
until
free.
you spill something.
Until
on
you, of course, put
and then
another
you'll have to
grease
order
stain on it,
another
then
one.
you have to buy another one. But
yes,
there you go.
maybe eventually you'll get
These
bored
sti-
enough to buy mine.
And we've seen some of these stickers, and they look pretty cool.
Yeah, someone put all 4 of them on the back of their car.
Yeah,
That's
I
pretty
saw
awesome.
Yeah, we actually want to do some prints for you guys too, because we've never really done prints before, and some of this artwork is pretty cool.
And ladies, if it's that time of the month and you lactated through your shirt again,
Yeah, there are women's
there
shirts.
are women's shirts as well. You know, women's tees here.
If you need,
And
you need a
lactation
shirt,
was the best
if you
way to
need
approach it with
burn a
Lactation,
shirt-
of course. Well, every woman, every month,
Well,
they
Paul,
start lactating.
Can you envision
Yes,
yourself
of
maybe
course.
like in an outdoor setting? It's cold, the power's out. Maybe you need to burn some of these shirts. Like TJ's shirt, great design to just throw it in chuck it in the fire, start a
Sure.
fire with it, keep the
You
kindling
can make
going.
a killer torch with a shirt. If you need
You
to
can.
dip the torch in gasoline and then,
So we actually have an audio clip.
Oh, wow.
Cool.
Wonderful.
Oh, the desktop isn't showing.
So tragic.
Yeah. Sad.
What a shame.
I so wish it were.
Mancow.com. Now, Mancow says it's really happened to him, and I know about these parties in L.A., San Francisco. I know about them in
The
San
elites.
Diego. I know about them in
The elites
England.
are
It's now
doing
made
this.
national news.
Oh,
It's been in the
shit.
San Francisco Chronicle. Blood drinking, crapping on stage.
Yes. Infowars.com. Alex Jones here.
Mancow got invited to a party. They didn't tell him what it was. Big sex party in a warehouse. Mancow, tell folks about tell folks about.
Sounds awesome to
Yeah,
me.
can I be invited to the sex party at the warehouse?
Big sex party in a warehouse.
No.
What's the problem here? Why is this such a bad thing? Let's find out.
Now, I got to set this up just a little bit, okay? Let me just set this up. Comic-Con now is the place where everybody in Hollywood has to
Comic-Con.
unveil their airs. They have to show all the new stuff, and the who's who of Hollywood is there. And there were people, and I don't want to incriminate anybody because I think a lot of these big-time Hollywood people.
I don't want to incriminate anybody because they'd sue me for making this
Yeah.
shit up.
This is
But
yeah,
Mancow is just looking for attention. This is
And
total
I'm talking
bullshit.
about every name you know. I think they might have gotten suckered into it like me, so I don't want to cast negative.
Tom Hanks was there having midgets shove pickles in his ass. It is crazy.
Activity on them, although some of them looked like they were having a lot of fun. So I was invited to this party called the Sanguine Party, which is the color of blood.
Cool.
And I think I'm saying it right. Does that sound right? Sanguine? Is
Who gives a shit?
Mancow move on.
that the word?
Yes.
And
Even Alex Jones is like, yes,
Yes.
get to the fucking sex party.
cab driver said, no, look, I'm from San Diego. This address doesn't exist. And I went out and we drove around and we couldn't find it. It took an hour. No, this is the address. I have a ticket. This is the. And there was a homeless guy outside and he goes, hey, you here for the party?
So wait, you don't even know what this party is, but you're willing to drive around for an hour to find it at an address that doesn't even exist?
No, TJ, Mancow was invited to a sex party and just didn't know. He was like, I'm shocked.
Yes.
People are fucking.
Who else shall we invite to the demon feast?
Mancow
Mancow has achieved the level of fame required to feast
Paul.
upon the blood of
Okay,
a virgin
Paul,
with us.
If I was trying to sell you on a party, I'm like, Paul's go to a party. You'd probably ask some questions like, what kind of party is
Yeah,
it?
like, what kind of
It's-
party are
It's
we
a
talking
party in a warehouse about an hour away from here.
Also, how do you
what
not
goes
find
on?
how do you not find the address of a giant warehouse?
Yeah.
Unlisted.
Unlisted
Mancow, this story
warehouse.
stinks like shit.
Let's hear more.
What?
Yeah.
You got to be kidding me. There's nothing around. I was led down a corridor. There was another corridor. There was different chambers I went through. And what I walked into was like something out of a horror movie. There were nuns, people dressed as nuns with their women had nuns, but with the
Okay, we got it. They're nuns.
He's trying to say they had their tits out, I bet.
The outfits were cut so that their private areas were revealed.
Yeah. Yeah, their tits out.
So
nuns with their boobs out.
So sexy slutty
So,
nuns.
I'm failing to understand why, if this actually happened, he's complaining about it.
I'm failing to understand why this party's a problem
Yeah,
so far. It sounds great.
That's what I'm
There
saying.
was one guy who was a very feminine man who was kissing other men, and he was dressed as the Pope.
Whatever floats your boat.
All right, rock on.
And,
Have
and
fun.
it was an unbelievable costume, and across the hat, the word "dunce" was written.
Okay.
There were people biting each other until they bled. There was sex acts going on. There
All
was
right.
lots of drugs. The
Cool.
lights were strobing, and it basically, to me, was very satanic. Now,
did they invoke the name of Satan or sacrifice a
So,
goat to Satan? Because otherwise, it just sounds like a party that was pretty
Dude.
awesome.
I have a very hard time believing that this guy went to this party and had this reaction.
I mean, there was a lot of sex and a lot of drugs. It was pretty satanic. That sounds like a great
Yeah,
party.
but he had no idea what was gonna. He was invited to a party, but he had no idea what the party was. Oh, people are fucking doing crazy shit. This fucking Hollywood party. I'm
He's
so
desperate
surprised.
to get to this fucking party. He's looking for the
Yeah,
address
what did
for
he-
an hour.
What did he hope they were going to do? Sit around and play Uno all night?
What? There's sex and drugs at
Like
this
how-
party?
Hey, break out the Jenga, man.
Yeah, I was really desperate to get to this party, but then I got downtown and they led me through this chamber and there was a bunch of hot bitches fucking each other and a bunch of drugs and booze and I was like, what kind of party is this?
Time to get out of here, guys. God.
What the fuck?
I had a girl who looked very much like my wife. It's an unbelievable look. You know, this Jessica Alba type, long black hair. She had no top on.
By the way, man, Cow, I doubt your fucking wife looks like Jessica
Jessica
Alba.
Alba, dude.
I'm calling that into question too, but nice sprinkling of the
Well,
hot sauce on that one.
He
you
does
retard.
have money.
Is he trolling Alex Jones with this?
I don't know.
But little black panties with an angel's face and black leather chaps. And the black hair fell down in front of her, and she was trying to seduce me. And it was all very seductive.
Man, Cal, there's no. Okay, so you're saying a beautiful woman was trying, that was pretty much naked in front of you at a fucking party, was trying to seduce you actively.
And then you won't believe what happened, Alex.
And you're like, nope, bye.
As my eyes are adjusting to the cornucopia of drugs, booze, and naked women, this attractive woman looked like Jessica Alba walked up and offered to fuck me. What a Satan hole! Like what? Where can I get the address to this fucking party, please, man, Cow?
And really a mockery of everything that was good and decent and wholesome. They were mocking God, mocking anything moral. It was a.
So why didn't you turn on your heel like a German soldier and goose step out of there like a good offended Christian?
Yeah, he
then,
stuck
man,
around
Cow?
for a while.
You
Notice
stuck
that?
around long enough to snort a few lines and fuck a few bitches, didn't you?
Only because she looked like my wife.
Yeah. That's
who
how they
also
got
looks
me.
like Jessica Alba.
She
Guys,
seduced me.
he was trying to help him. He was trying to spread the word of God with his penis.
You run a Hellfire Club.
I don't know what Alex. For the life of me, I don't know, and I will tell you that I ran into a man.
Oh man, this part.
Okay, let's hear it.
Buckle yourselves in for what he's about to say.
Who's one of my informants from the government who refers to himself as David X, and he investigates these things.
David X.
David X. Hold on. Good source.
Hold on.
And he's an informant for me for the show, and he doesn't use his real name, and he said, I'm glad you got out of there. I said, who are you? Who are you? How did you get my number? And he's a guy with the government. He says, that woman that was dancing towards you was a shifter. And I said, well, how did you see me? It was the darkness. That woman that was trying to seduce you, thank God you got out of there. She was a shifter. And I think about David Icke, who you've had on your show, I've had on my show.
She was a shifter.
A shapeshifter?
Yes.
Man, Cow.
Like Odo?
No, she's like they're like reptilian shape-shifting
He's
beings.
got to be trolling, dude. He's got to be trolling Alex Jones with this shit.
I hope so.
This is the most absurd story that anybody has ever spun. And Alex is just eating it up. You were there. You were at Hellfire Club.
Hellfire
Yeah,
Club.
that's what they do there. They have shapeshifters.
You know, there are some people believe that there are these people that are not what they seem. They look good, but underneath, pure evil. And you can just feel
this
it.
David X guy is probably one of these people running a psyop on you, man, Cal.
Yeah.
That's all this Satanism is a bunch of psychiatry, psychology, witch doctor flim flam. Witch doctors 5,000 years ago would give you an hallucinogen, you'd flip out, they'd tell you you're now my slave. It's just like, you know, in
So Alex Jones tarnishing the credibility of this other source.
Yeah, trying to I think get Mancow to walk
It's
back his reptilian theory.
Voodoo, where they give people the zombie drug that makes them think they died. It's all just mind control.
Wow.
All mind control.
So there you go,
Well,
everybody.
there it is, folks. I mean, what do you say? Mancow went to the most awesome party in the world and it offended him.
And
that's basically it.
Oh my God. Okay, here's the Brazilian video.
Oh, okay.
You want to set this up?
No, this is not that video.
Oh, it's not.
This is Bigfoot on Mars.
Never mind. We'll get to the Brazilian video.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. I think we saw a little bit of this with one of the Bigfoot videos that we watched before.
Taking a little closer look
This
at
is
it.
we're going to take a little bit closer of a look at the Bigfoot. We all know he has a tremendous range. He's been spotted in Australia. He's been spotted in Sri Lanka,
Indonesia.
He's been spotted
China,
from one side of the U.S. to the other.
Almost every country there's
But
reported sightings.
did you know that he's also been sighted on Mars?
I did not know that.
Well, you did actually know that.
Bigfoot just hops around the solar system.
Let's
Bigfoot
investigate
has
further.
the largest range of any animal known to man. News, everybody.
Is this proof of life on Mars?
No.
Yes.
No.
Oh, I mean, no.
No.
When are you guys going to stop being
It's
such
proof of
skeptics?
a pile
huh?
of rocks on Mars.
A pile of rocks with an arm out like this, Paul?
Or just a rock that's windblown that's shaped
Have you
weird.
no,
flat,
Paul?
and it sticks out on the
Can't-
side.
You can see that is a fucking
A
humanoid figure.
Sure.
Paul.
I'm just trying to
Well,
chill for the
it's certainly
government.
got people talking. This image has been beamed back to Earth by one of NASA's 2 robot rovers that are
Beamed
currently
back.
trundling about the surface of the red planet. The figure, which many
That is a figure,
That's
sir.
not a figure.
That's not a figure.
Actually, kind of looks like an ice skate
That
to
is
me.
looks like a
It does look
formation
like
of
an
rock.
ice skate. You're right.
It's a rock formation.
It's like an old boot.
Is
Yeah.
it like
It's
a, a Monopoly piece or something? Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the shoe from
I mean,
the Monopoly
you
board.
can make it look like all kinds of shit if you really just sit there and look at it real
Bigfoot.
intently.
I think they have a better argument for a statue.
See, like, I mean, isn't Bigfoot supposed to be like a humanoid being, though? I mean, wouldn't Bigfoot die on Mars?
Yeah, like what would a Bigfoot on Mars subsist on?
Yeah, what would it eat?
Well, a lot of
rocks.
Subterranean.
A lot of people have actually written me about Bigfoot, and they're like Native Americans and shit, and people who are inspired by Native
right.
Americans. They believe that Bigfoot is like a spirit.
Right.
He's a spirit of nature.
It's like the spirit of the forest or
So
something.
yeah, so he doesn't have
Okay,
to.
so what's the spirit of the forest doing on Mars?
Yeah, where there's no forest.
There used to be forests, and now he just kind of hangs out.
He's
the
exposed.
Bigfoot
The
was
forests are
pictured at
gone,
the far
Paul.
left of one of the panoramic photographs
He's just
taken by the
unemployed right
Spirit
now.
rover in late 2007. Of course, it's not the first time we've gone mad for something snapped on Mars. In 1976, the Viking Orbiter 1 took this photo, apparently showing a huge face on the surface of the red planet. It actually turned out to be an optical illusion.
Really?
Dude, these are people just recognizing
What do you think this one's
things
going to turn out to be?
or patterns. It's probably a rock formation.
Oh,
Dude,
wow, crazy.
My uncle believes in this, and
He's wrong.
when they took like the new photos of the same region,
Yeah.
and it was just a fucking mountain, and it was obviously just a trick of the light. He's like,
The government
these
covered it
photos
up.
have been doctored.
Yeah, the government covered it up.
covered it up.
You think these photos are? Why did they take so long to put them out then? Because they took them like fucking 6 weeks ago. So why did they need that long?
Oh
This
my
has been
God.
doctored. This has been doctored. They're covering up the truth of the face on Mars.
Caused by the sun and shadows. The robots which took this latest picture have been roving around on Mars since 2004 on an $820 million hunt for geological evidence of water to suggest an environment which may once have been hospitable to life. Well, if the hype is to be believed, they may have actually found life itself.
No.
Yep, they sure did.
If the hype is to be believed. No, it shouldn't be believed because it's not.
The hype is not to be believed. in
How
this
much
case.
evidence do you guys need to see before you just admit all this shit is true?
How about an up close HD quality video of an interview with a Sasquatch? How's that?
All right.
Or somebody filming one doing something
How
in
about some
HD.
Have you ever seen that,
real evidence.
Paul? Have you ever seen that documentary, Harry and the Hendersons?
Yeah,
Ah.
I have seen that. That's
starring John Lithgow, or is that the real life story of John Lithgow?
No, I mean it's just a guy who looks a lot like John Lithgow. A lot of people think that that's John Lithgow. It's not.
Got it.
It's not.
Got
It's
it.
a real man. That entire story is
It's a
reality.
real ape creature.
Correct.
Fair.
Okay. Here's something crazy.
I want an adult hottie in my lap right now, under 26 right now, no frills, no excuse, big titties and intelligence. I don't care if she's a hood, rap, punk rock, or any kind of anything. As long as she's hot and here right now on my 37-year...
He's not rapping, by the way. This is just how he's talking.
Yeah.
As long as she's hot and here right now.
On my 37-year-old dick.
Yep.
Dick right now, 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 right now.
Right now, right
he
now,
wants,
right now.
having a spaz.
He wants an under 26-year-old girl on his 37-year-old cock. Scotty, you want to take a guess when he wants it?
Right now, right now, right now, right now.
Maybe
right
tomorrow?
Now, right now, right now.
Tomorrow?
Maybe tomorrow?
Let's see.
3 weeks from now?
5 years of never having anything as everybody else gets laid. The gray hair beards use the research on...
Your next,
5 years of not getting laid. I wonder why.
Your next Elliot Roger, everybody.
Look at his face,
With
dude.
the way you're acting, dude.
What a pussy slayer.
Yeah, I mean, these guys that say I can't get laid, like, look how they fucking react. Like, what woman would want to spend any time with you, dude? You're insane.
Is this how he picks up women? Does he go to the bar and go
Right now, right now, right
I'm
now.
I'm getting your pussy right now, right now. I'm gonna buy you a drink right now, and then you're gonna go with me right now, and you're gonna suck my dick right now because I need your 26-year-old dick on my. Wait a minute.
26-year-old dick?
Damn,
Sorry,
oh shit!
Did I put out 8...
Man,
Paul-
like, lay down on the couch for Dr. Freud, Paul.
How do you
Remember,
feel
Paul
about your
scored
mother?
2. And what does 2 mean on the Kinsey scale?
More
TJ?
than incidentally homosexual.
More than
incidentally homosexual.
You're fucking. You're skating for that 3, Paul.
He's skating for the 3,
You're
dude.
skating
I
towards
took
that
the
3.
Kinsey.
Want to go and
You're
then you
careening
just go
towards
with that
3.
hoe. Why won't you go with me? I don't need that question answered. I need it right now, right now, right now, right now, right now, right now, right now.
So you're talking about
Right now.
Got some serious problems.
He needs it right now, though, Scotty.
This guy's a fucking.
You don't understand how badly he needs it.
I don't
Scotty.
understand why the women aren't throwing themselves at his door, dude.
They need to. If you were a woman and you saw this, Paul, you would immediately jump on this man's cock, would you not?
I can't really answer that objectively, being more than incidentally homosexual.
That's true. You're not
As a
objective.
homosexual, I think I deserve it. I think I'm entitled bloke, and I think that I deserve it now. I'm not going to believe in your God or any nonsense. I'm not going to believe in Satan either. I just want it here right now, right now, right now, right now, right now. I've given a lot away as an atheist and an anti-theist. I've done everything that I can. I've lost 200 pounds, and I've dropped from 5X to an XL.
So this guy lost a bunch of weight.
So he used to be a fat guy. Now he's hot, and he doesn't understand
He's
why.
hot?
Well, what I'm saying is he feels like
Okay, yeah.
I'm sure compared to what he was when he was 200 pounds heavier, he's looking pretty decent.
Sure.
And he's probably wondering, like, where the bitch is at? Where this 26-year-old bitch is supposed to be hopping on my dick now that I look good, like all the other hot guys got. He doesn't realize that, like, it takes that plus personality.
Well, he has a personality. It's just really horrible.
Well, yeah, like it's like a cheese grater.
Oh, shit.
I've gone through 2007 to 20.
Why is this guy's shirt off? Because he's trying to show off his sexual fucking power, dude.
He kind of looks like
and
young
I've
Alex
given
Jones.
everything that I could away. I moved 418 miles.
He almost looks like the fucking love child of Alex Jones and Gary Busey.
Yeah. Kinda.
Right
Yes,
now, right now.
I am entitled
Right
to
now,
it.
right now,
Stop
right now,
opening
right now.
these terms with me, you big age phobe. We need to get rid of this age phobia from chicks under the age of 26 because of telomerase research says if the father is 35 to 55, the kid will live longer, have longer telomeres, and intelligence more fitter.
So he's making a scientific case to women why they should have sex with him.
Well, they should fuck older men because he's 37 and he wants a chick younger than 26.
He wants someone younger than 26
to fuck him, and this is the case why when chicks that young fuck guys as old as him,
I know they're all the time.
The telomeres are longer. It's the telomere argument again.
Yeah, we've heard the telomere argument
we have
before.
Heard the
haven't
telomeres.
we?
we've heard
remember?
it.
I don't remember what show it was
I
on.
don't remember the context, but I do remember hearing that argument.
I don't think that's his problem.
No, it's the telomeres, dude.
No.
His problem is the telomeres.
These women just need to get educated about the
I
telomeres.
think he needs some serious psychological
Dude,
help.
even if these under 26-year-old girls were gonna fucking I'm gonna date older. I'm gonna find like a guy in his 30s. Don't think they're looking for you. For some reason.
Yeah, your personality is a little bit grating, my friend.
Need it now.
Don't think they want like a spastic, spurgy retard to
We need to get rid of it.
jump
Like
on.
we need to get rid of incest and pedophilia. We need to get rid of it right now. Oh, you're only having sex. Your telomerase abundant. You're just gonna get stressed and anger and then make everything.
So he just compared women who are under 26 not sleeping with him to incest and pedophilia. It's like on the same level as those.
Yes.
Dude. Dude, clearly this is someone who's totally delusional because he's not taking any responsibility for his lack of being able to have a
He was
formal
supposed to get
relationship.
hot ass, Scotty, when he lost all the weight.
No,
he was
no,
supposed to
wasn't.
get hot ass,
No,
Scotty.
he wasn't. No, he wasn't.
He's entitled, Scotty.
No, he's not.
He's entitled.
No,
he's entitled
not.
to pussy, Scotty.
He said outright that he's entitled.
Isn't that his problem? Is he's assuming he's entitled to something and he's not getting it? If he wants it, he needs to change his attitude and the way he
Scotty's
acts.
just jealous because this dude's telomeres are longer.
Well, yeah, that must be it.
Everybody depressed and stressed and angry as you roll with the guy and just go fly, and later in life you have cancer. I want a hottie in my lap right now, right now, right now, right now. 18-year-olds, big tits, doesn't matter the subculture. Right here, right now in Spokane, right now, to go out with me on a date right now.
Oh, God, Spokane. Not far from here.
Wants an 18-year-old with big tits to jump on his dick.
18-year-old with big
in
tits.
Spokane.
He doesn't care how.
Well, I'm so surprised you don't have that, buddy. I'm really surprised.
Well, you know what? We have put your plea out there in the world. Maybe there is some 18-year-old girl with big tits who's just like, man, I wonder what it'd be like to fuck the most reprehensible toad-like human being I could find, and then
right now, and
then you got it, buddy.
What fucking woman would feel comfortable being around this guy alone?
I wouldn't feel comfortable being with this guy alone, dude.
Any woman, any woman that felt comfortable being around this guy alone, I wouldn't feel comfortable around that woman alone.
If you
clearly,
if you opened up an elevator and you fucking saw this guy in there, you'd just be like, I'll catch the next one.
Right now.
No, I'll defer it at that point.
Right now.
We're going to the elevator right now. Get in the elevator right now.
In Spokane, right now.
Yeah, dude.
18-year-old hottie.
Died of gay bowel disease.
No, not gay
Clearly,
bowel disease.
He was a homosexual.
He died of gay bowel disease, everybody.
That's insane.
Did you know about that?
GBD? I've never heard
How
of
many
GBD.
more will it take? How many more people will it take?
Killer.
Yes, he was my brother's husband and was the sperm donor to my child.
Sperm donor? You mean father?
Donor.
No.
Donor
sperm
kebab.
Donor. I don't sleep with men. Children don't need fathers.
Cool.
My child is perfectly happy being raised by me and my wife.
Fucking lesbian.
Why is she just wearing a bikini in the hospital, by the way?
Because she's a lesbian.
Is that just like lesbian dress code? Like
Yes.
lesbians just go around in like fucking bra and panties or bikinis all the time?
Yes.
That's what goes on.
A
Okay.
woman.
Just making
You
sure I
cannot
understand.
have a wife. A marriage is between a man and a woman.
Not no mo.
Not woman and woman, or man and man, or man and boy, or man and dog.
Hate
Dog.
speech.
Lesbians
I love that response.
Hate speech.
Hate speech.
Hate speech.
Hate speech.
Hate speech.
Lesbians
experience many more health problems than heterosexual women.
Nonsense.
It is a fact that lesbians are less healthy than normal heterosexual women.
You are just homophobic.
How many men have you slept with?
I am a lesbian. I only sleep with women. I do not associate with men.
I love this response.
They are filthy, disgusting creatures.
You say you don't sleep with men. But did you know that lesbians sleep with twice as many men as heterosexual women?
Citation needed.
Citation needed.
Yeah, first of all, even that statistic's true. Can you imagine, like, someone, you're talking to someone and they're like, yeah, I don't do that. Well, actually, statistically, people like you do that. It's like, yeah, well, even if that's true, they just told you they don't, so you could say it's more likely to do whatever, but...
Whose side are we supposed to be taking here? I know this is propaganda of some kind or another, but I don't realize I don't know.
So maybe I should explain. This is from a channel called Adam and Eve, not Adam and Steve.
Okay, so it's the nurse is supposed to be the good guy.
nurse is supposed to be like the voice of reason. And the lesbian is just like the foil, the caricature foil that's there to be like handily defeated by the superior logic of Christianity and anti-gay propaganda. Sure.
In fact, only 7% of lesbians have never had sex with men, according to study of over 1,400 lesbians.
Yeah, they claim they love the pussy, but they always come back to the dick.
You are just homophobic. Now let's have sex.
No.
Awesome. That's a great pickup line.
Wait a minute. After this woman has clearly showed distaste for this woman's lifestyle,
yeah,
she goes, "Hey, want to fuck?"
Well, she just can't control her fucking psychotic lesbian sex urges.
Got it. Her butch lesbian
no, thank
sex
you.
urge.
I'm normal.
I'm normal.
What?
Normal.
Not only do you lesbians have sex with men more often than straight women do, therefore...
Yes. So today, all of you have learned that lesbians actually have sex with men more
than straight
women.
Perfectly.
Which makes total sense.
Yeah, perfectly
So,
logical.
guys, if you want to get laid,
hit on lesbians.
Go to the lesbian bar.
Lesbian
they will
bars.
welcome you. They will welcome you with open arms into the dyke bar.
Yep.
Just whip out your dick, and those ladies will just crowd around because those lesbians.
Yeah, we're not real
Never has there
lesbians.
been a more dick-crazed group of women than
The
lesbians.
dude from the last video should stop wasting his time and just hit up the dyke bar.
Yeah.
Oh, you're right.
If he wants to get laid, hey guy from the last video, you want some poon? Go to the dyke bar.
Lesbians.
They will fuck you.
You're twice as likely to get laid there as a straight bar.
We know it sounds absurd, but hear us out. There's a study that shows that straight women, no good for you, man. They have less sex with men than lesbians. Become a fucking lesbian, dude. You're a guy.
Lesbians are
lesbian.
4.5 times more likely to have 50 or more male sexual partners in a lifetime.
This guy needs to become a lesbian, dude. We solved this problem.
You need to go hit up the dyke bars. They're dick crazy in there.
4.5 times more likely to have 50 or more male sexual partners in a lifetime. Why do you think that is? You lesbians are 3 to 4 times more likely to have sex with high-risk men who have HIV, who are
The HIV?
homosexuals, bisexuals, and drug users. Lesbians experience higher rates of bacterial vaginosis and hepatitis
Vaginosis.
C. You lesbians have the highest concentration of risk factors for breast cancer than any subset of women in the world.
Homophobe.
You lesbians have higher risks for cervical cancers, and you are 6 times more likely to abuse drugs intravenously.
Yeah, Paul. Fuck you, dykes. Every lesbian I've ever met, they've just been like drug-addled, breast
people.
cancer-riddled, just fucking horrible, degenerate monsters.
Scumbags.
And they just want the dick so bad. They're just starved for the dick. You look a lesbian in the eyes and you just see that dick lust.
Suck Dickster.
The
burning,
dick lust.
burning within.
You just have to love how basically one character here is just reciting statistics, and the other one is just like homophobe.
My last boss at my old job before I left that job to work for you guys was a lesbian. No shit. And I could feel every time I was in there her unslakable lust for my dick.
Wow.
Was just so apparent in her eyes and her body language. She never actually made a move or anything, but I could tell.
Oh yeah,
it was just under the surface.
I mean,
this
that's
cock crazy.
That's
slut
pretty much how
waiting
you
to
know
come
you're
out.
talking to a lesbian.
Yeah.
It's just how cock crazy they are. Hold on. That's the fucking logic of this video.
Oh Jesus, dude!
Lesbians
What the fuck?
love the dick so
This is
much.
the stupidest
And
shit
are
I've ever
totally
seen.
disease-ridden.
And they're riddled with disease. They're basically fucking lepers.
Whoa!
Aham.
O que é isso, Raíssa? O que é isso? Tá ficando louco? Que
Damn.
palhaço? Tá ficando louco?
Smack
Que
him.
palhaço? Olha isso que você tá fazendo.
Dude, I'd
Now
like to
she's
land-
throwing shit at him.
Shit.
Você se faz comigo? Que
That is a fake ass.
What are you
He thought he was
enough to
being
me?
smooth. He thought he was being smooth.
He's like,
dude.
yeah. So what happened here is this girl is a model. She got brought onto the show to do some sort of modeling of like
in Brazil,
how to put on sunscreen or something, which is obviously just an excuse for the host to fucking
put his hands all over.
Yeah, of course.
Right, which she probably should have known going into the fucking shoot, but
Right.
whatever. So she fucking tells him, don't touch my ass while you're doing this fucking segment. And he fucking sly dog that he is,
cops a little feel.
Which, why wouldn't he? I mean, let's be
I
real.
mean,
I love
it
the
is a
co-
big, thick, meaty, juicy, bouncy, bubbly
Dude, I love the
ass.
co-host. He's kind of just like, what the fuck is going on?
And she decks him.
Que é isso? Tô passando aqui. O que é isso, Raíssa? O que é isso? Tá ficando louco? Que palhaço? Tá ficando louco? Que palhaço?
And then she comes back and like chucks shit at him.
Comigo, rapaz?
Yeah, she actually leaves and comes back later to throw things at them. That's what he did.
Damn, what a smoothie, dude.
That's what Paul would have done.
And we're just watching the same clip over and over now.
Yep. That's pretty much what's going on.
Sweet.
We're just watching it happen
That's
over
what-
and over and
Man,
over
I
again.
like that freeze right. Look at that ass, dude. Jesus Christ.
It looks weird.
That is a
like-
weird. Yeah, it's almost weird oblong looking dumper at this point. But
like
whatever. I mean, it's big.
TJ's like, whoa.
This is my
I'm
preference.
not saying I turn it down. I'm just saying it is a little strange looking.
Don't look strange to me.
Você quer que você se faça comigo, rapaz? Você quer que você se faça comigo? Que motivo desse vocês?
Yeah.
Feel copper. Got smacked, dude.
That
She
dude got
warned
fucked
him.
up.
She warned him. She did say.
Same thing would happen to TJ, though.
Smear fucking lotion all over me, but don't touch my ass.
TJ can't contain himself around asses.
I relate to that dude's plight, man. I guarantee that dude is like, it was worth it, whatever.
Oh my. It's been a while since we had this this segment.
It's time to cut some fat.
So I thought we would talk about TJ's CNN appearance.
Yeah, his big break.
Yeah,
my big break on
his
CNN.
his
debut.
wardrobe choice.
My wardrobe
It
choice.
was
Yeah.
interesting.
Yep.
He dressed up for CNN.
So here it is.
All right.
Let's talk about the amazing atheist guy.
At 30 minutes past the hour,
I'm the
something
greatest.
new in the newsroom. Talk back for 30 minutes.
I'm the
3 topics,
greatest.
great guests.
I'm
and
the
your
greatest
input.
of all
So
time.
let's go. Talk back question. First question. Why is atheism on the rise in America? What do Kathy Griffin, Julianne
watching
Moore,
this
and
shit.
Facebook founder Mark Zuckerberg have in common?
can't handle
All
it.
Mark
hate?
Zuckerberg.
I hate watching this kind of shit, dude.
Mark Zuckerberg.
I haven't even been able to watch my Joe Rogan
Come on,
interview.
dude.
Oh,
I'm
you
not-
gotta
I'm
do
I'm not
dude.
doing it.
Watch
Yep.
it, dude.
Dude, come on, dude. Just steal your collarbones and get
this
ready.
is the best segment on
Oh,
the
man.
show.
Yes, and they're proud of it, and why not? 1 in 5 Americans claim no religious affiliation at all. We asked this question in light of Pope Benedict's resignation. He's stepping down because of age, but no one can dismiss the fact that
Pussy, pussy.
You
No.
can do it,
Gotta
T-
go.
Oh, come on. Don't be a pussy, TJ.
You know who that guy is there
Come
with the
back
Pope?
here, TJ.
That's Prince Albert of Monaco.
Prince Albert of Monaco.
Come
yeah.
here, TJ.
Not even really a royal. He's kind
Yes,
of like
he
a
is.
proxy royal.
He is a royal.
I
Like,
know, but his king or his princedom is like 2 acres or some shit.
it's like 1 square mile.
Yeah, it's retarded.
Yeah. Come on, TJ.
You have to face the
Come
fire.
on, motherfucker.
TJ. Come on,
We-
TJ. Come on, TJ.
Dude, I've had to
tenure
sit through it
has been
too.
marred by sexual
No,
abuse.
fuck that, Ben. We're not gonna play. Dude, we're not gonna play this till TJ's here. Then,
TJ.
Then let's play it. We'll play it next time, then, Ben.
Dude, TJ, are you refusing to sit and watch a
I
video
know,
on
what
the,
the
show?
fuck?
Like, what is this prima donna shit? I'm not watching this shit. Dude, come on. It's not going to be that bad.
TJ, come on, sit down. Dude.
God, what a fucking baby.
All right, let's watch it.
No, dude, I think we should fucking wait till TJ's here. He has to view it, man. No, fuck this. He's not escaping. He's not escaping it. No, you're not.
It's time for cutting.
Next one, Ben. Next segment, dude.
Hold on. Let me see if I know somebody that might be able to get TJ here.
TJ, come out and play.
Yep.
No, TJ, we're not moving on. You have look. Even if we don't do it tonight, we're doing it not tomorrow, but Friday, dude. It's gonna happen. Face your demons, dude.
Face your demons.
Come on, TJ, you'll be fine, dude. It's like 5 minutes.
God.
It's 5 minutes, dude. It's like you're on there for like 5 minutes.
Mine chainmail helm is on upside down tonight, but I
Let's
cannot.
not just pick on the Catholic
You know
Church.
why mine chain
What
helm
about the
is
extremists
upside
who
down?
provide fodder for
My
YouTube
squire is
sensations
not
like
attending
the
to me.
amazing atheist guy.
The amazing
Ah,
atheist guy.
here it comes, TJ. Here it
YouTube
comes.
sensation, the
Here's
amazing.
the debate
You would
about
walk
whether
squire.
godless schools
Hold on.
cause
No.
Newtown.
We've kicked God out of our
See, look how far this guy has fallen. You know, like, we don't even watch his shit anymore.
public school system. And I think God would say to us, hey, I'll be glad to protect your children, but you got to invite me back into your world first.
God didn't save the kids because he's not allowed in school. So all of a sudden God just respects the law of man? Isn't he an all-powerful being?
Of course he is.
So the talkback
What
question
else would he
today,
be?
at least the first one, why is atheism on the rise in America? Joining me now to discuss
Put your
this are
headphones
William
on,
Lane
Squire.
Craig, the founder of
You must hear.
ReasonableFaith.org, Reverend Markel Hutchins, a civil and human rights activist, and TJ Kirk, who calls himself...
All right, let's talk about the hair first. Were you still recovering from the page boy?
TJ, did thine mother curl thine hair and then feather thine hair before your appearance?
Let me ask you this, guys.
I got serious.
Can I ask
looking.
you?
He's like,
Can I ask you just one question? Like, is the hair I have now, is that just going to be fodder for this in like a few years?
Yes.
It's just going to be like, look at you, look at that girly ass long bitch hair.
Of course it will be. Why would you even ask?
Just wondering.
foolish question.
Just wondering if
Your driggle draggle only postpones the inevitable.
He's got the he was looking in the mirror that morning and he's like, yeah, I'll leave this button unbuttoned.
Should I button this
Show
button?
a little man.
Should I
fur.
button this button? Or should I leave it unbuttoned? I don't know. I kind of like the patch of chest hair there.
The amazing
All right.
atheist. Welcome to all of you.
No.
Okay, I'm going to address the first
you.
question to you, Will, because the Pope is resigning at the end of the month, and you say that this resignation comes at a time when the Catholic Church was trying to combat atheism.
Yes, the rise in the non-religious or the rise in secularism in Western society has been one of the concerns of the current Pope. He faces tremendous challenges to Christianity from both the left and the right, and this Pope has stood like a bulwark against the challenge of secularism on the left and then the challenge of militant Islam.
TJ looks
on
like he's
the
watching
right.
a video in
And
which
I
his
have
mother may or
tremendous
may not
respect
die.
for him for his resignation today,
That's how I
because
feel,
it shows
dude.
that this
I can't
Pope is
stand
not
this shit.
content to be a mere figurehead. He wants to be an activist.
I say let's get to TJ's part
let's go.
because that's the best part. Come on.
Yeah, let's see what TJ has.
All right.
Here it is. Here it is.
Yes, I am. Well, bigger than the sex abuse scandal is, if you just look at the history of Christianity, Jesus grew up in a time where people were...
He's so angry. You have to see it, TJ.
very
Open that eyes,
impoverished, and
Squire.
He created a
That dribbling
religion
loon.
that gave people hope in very desperate times. But I think that now we live in a world where science has alleviated a lot of those problems. So it's really not that strange that people would start to turn away from religion.
Thou dribbling bottle of excuses.
Yeah.
Watch it, TJ, and listen.
All right, turn that down, please. Put the headphones on.
You must wear them. Wear thine listening
And it's not really
devices.
necessarily a turn to atheism. Of the 19% of Americans who have no longer have...
Oh yeah. Fuck me for fucking that momentary pause there for a second. Fuck me. I paused for a second. Man, what a retard.
A religious
Look at that
affiliation
pause.
of any kind. Many of them still believe in God. It's the social institution of religion that they're really rejecting.
So Reverend Hutchins, address that. Why are people loath to say they're any one religion?
Well, I think that he's right. TJ's right in one real sense, and that is just because we don't identify, or some don't identify themselves
Everyone's dead.
as having a particular religious persuasion
Everyone's
does
dead.
not mean
Just
that
kill
they're
them all.
atheists. Religion.
Nuclear war.
You couldn't wound a fly, Squire. What are you talking about? Kill them all.
Look, I'm Eric the Fed now, bitch.
Work on killing one.
I'm not even doing a voice for him either. I'm just wearing the hat.
Oh, this is your little exchange with
Rise
William
in this
Lane
country.
Craig.
It's around
That's how
2 to
little I
3%
respect your
of
fucking
the population. And the reason people identify
lordly
often as
status or whatever the fuck
I
you
think
are.
it's 2 to 3 from the studies I've seen. But the reason people often identify as non-religious is because denominational labels have become so much less important. People don't
I like how they fly both of them in, but I gotta do this shit via fucking internet. Like, why am I via satellite while these faggots get to be in the studio and I'm supposed to fucking
TJ,
talk to them?
It's not a decline in religiosity, TJ. What it really is less people just want to identify with these labels, man.
That's true.
No, atheism is rising, dude. It's pretty clear. If you look at most of the research that's done on it,
What's really kind of important about that, though, too, is 5% of people self-identify as atheists, it's also kind of disingenuous to say that people who don't
What is
believe
funny?
in God yet
You
don't
have to- you have
identify
to
as
argue.
atheists aren't atheists. They're still atheists because atheism is, by definition, not believing in God or in any sort of particular deity. So there's a lot of people out there who don't identify as atheists, but really they are atheists. So I think it's actually probably a little higher than 5%, but 5% is the number of people that self-identify as atheists.
Okay, sadly
Sadly, this is over.
Sadly, this segment is now canceled forever.
Screenshot.
The Pope resigned.
This is
so-
TJ finding out that the Pope, something happened with the Pope. The Pope got picked, so...
Yeah, we're supposed to be on here for like 30 minutes, dude.
Yeah.
You got like 5.
But the fucking Pope got chosen or some shit happened with the Pope, and they just covered that all day.
No, it's when the last Pope resigned.
Oh, that's
retired
right.
or
When
whatever.
Benedict retired, yeah. Well, how do you feel, TJ, after having finally faced that clip?
Horrible.
Really? Why?
Because I hate myself and I want to die now.
Wow.
Why?
Wow, that's pretty extreme, isn't it?
Maybe so. I don't know.
Have an overreaction.
Yeah. Anyway, moving on.
Let's move on.
Oh, shit.
Story time with Paul.
I wonder if I can make. I'm gonna try to make Paul full screen.
Sure.
Cool.
Try this out.
Feel free.
Go to this totally black screen at first. Let's see.
No, that's just me, dude. I'm that black. I am, as one might say, crispy.
You're a black hole, Paul.
Paul is just pure darkness.
Yes.
Paul is the darkness.
When you get close enough to me, the gravity... Oh, wow. Well, okay. That's horrifying. Thank you, Ben.
It's the Paul Show!
So, I started telling a story a while back about drugs and Texas. Most specifically, marijuana in Texas. I inadvertently, accidentally kind of crossed the border with a bunch of weed. So anyway, long story short, that weed eventually ran out. And I went about my business of sourcing another dude to get weed from. Because that's what you do when you live in a place that doesn't have legal weed. You find a guy who knows a guy, and then you have a guy. So I went about doing that, and I found a guy. And this guy was Asian, and I won't use his real name. I remember what it was, but we'll just say Chang Wang was his name. And I was told by my guy that, you know, hey, my guy Chang Wang is going to give you a call. I gave him your number. He's cool with it. He's going to hook you up. And I was like, okay. So I get this phone call, and I pick it up, and he's like, hey, man, it's Chang Wang. And I was like, cool. Hey, Chang, my name's Paul. And he goes, hey, man, I got that loud. What up, man? What up? You want that loud? And I was like, I don't know what loud is, sir, but maybe. And he's like, what? You don't know what loud is? Now, here's the thing. In California, we never called good weed loud. So I had no fucking clue what loud was, but I found out it was weed. And so he goes, all right, man. So I'm thinking, like, at this point, living in California and having weed delivered to me for the last 3 or 4 years. I'm thinking at this point, this dude's going to cruise by with some weed. So I go, all right, man. Well, yeah, that sounds good. Sounds like a good price. And he goes, all right, man. Meet me at the Chuck E. Cheese at this address in 20, 30 minutes. And I was like, the Chuck E. Cheese? Yeah, just park in the parking lot.
Chuck E. Cheese.
At the Chuck E. Cheese. And I was like, oh, fuck me. So this Chuck E. Cheese is about 15, 20 minutes away from my house. I'm sweating fucking bullets driving my way over there, thinking that I've been gaffled up in some fucking Texas police sting or some shit, right? I'm already clammed up. It's weird. Like, you know, I've been buying weed for a long time in California back when it was a prohibition state, and I'd never had a dude, like, meet me at a Chuck E. Cheese. That was this virgin territory for me as a longtime pothead. I've never met this dude. I know nothing about him. I know nothing really about the dude that hooked me up with him, so I'm really out on a limb here. And I get there, and I pull up, and I send, Chang Wang a message. I say, hey, Chang Wang, I'm here. And he goes, all right, man, we'll be there soon. Text back, and I was like, okay. And then I looked back at the text, and I was like, we'll be there soon? Who's we? Who the fuck else is coming? So Chang pulls up in a sporty little, car, and this big white dude gets out. And Chang gets out, too, and gets in the back seat and hands the white dude what very clearly is my weed. And then the white dude, not Chang, who I've talked to and dealt with up until this point, walks over to my fucking car and just gets in. He's like, hey, man. And I'm like, oh, are you Chang? He's like, no, man, that's Chang. I'm like, okay, here's the money, dude I've never met. Can I have the weed? And he's like, yeah, man. And so he's chatting me up about the weed like I want to know about it. And really all I want to do is stash this weed and get the fuck back to my house. And he's like, dude, this is a really good weed, man. Really super mellow smoke. And I'm like, that's good, man. That's cool. I trust you. You want to take a smell of it? I'm like, no need. It's weed. I can smell it smell it through the bag. Thank you very much, dude I've never met. And he goes, all right, man, well, stay up, blah, blah, blah. Gets out of the car. And I'm like, oh. He gets back in the car, and he and Chang pull away, and I'm like, Jesus. So I get out of the car, go around to the back, and I stash it and, somewhere in the car where it's not in the cab, and it's, not going to be visible immediately. And I turn around and I get back in my car and I get on my phone to text Ashley, hey, everything went fine. I'm on my way home, because she knew I was worried going, and she was worried. I look up and I start my car and I look up at the rear view mirror as I usually do when I'm pulling out of a parking space, and I fucking shit you not, San Antonio PD. And he's parked right behind me. His car is lengthwise across the back of my car, and he's just sitting there. And I'm like, I'm going to fucking jail. I'm going to fucking jail. I'm going to jail. So I'm waiting for Texas. In Texas, of all fucking places. I'm going to get butt raped in a San Antonio shithole county jail. This is going to be fucked. So this dude's back there, and I see he's looking. And then he's just kind of, eventually he pulls off. And he backs up. And I'm like, oh, thank God. So instead, fucking...
Sorry. Just go.
No, it's okay. So instead of going the direction that he's going, I go the other direction. I'm like, fuck it, I'm going to go up and around and go the long way out of this parking lot, shake this cop. So I do that. And unfortunately for me, and I'd never been to this Chuck E. Cheese because I don't frequent them. I'm not 12. I just buy weed at them, I guess. The only way out of this parking lot is one way. And I pull up, I shit you not, at the same time as the cop. We just like... And it's really unclear who has the right of way. So I'm like, all right, officer. And I actually made the motion. I was like, go ahead, sir. I'm sure you have business to attend to. And he just sat there. I waited about 3 or 4 or 5 uncomfortable seconds, and I pulled out, and he immediately pulled in behind me. And I was like, fuck it. All right, I'm done. I'm going to jail. All right, let's do this. So I pulled onto the frontage road. He pulls right in behind me. He's all close. I can tell he's calling my plates in and shit. So I drove, 3/4 of a mile, and all of a sudden he lights up his lights. Boop! I hear the whoop, whoop, whoop. And instead of staying behind me, he pulls up right next to me with his lights on. Does the whaler one more time. Whoop, whoop! Revs his engine. And then just peels out and leaves. So basically, now, for anybody that's wondering why a cop would do such a thing, basically the message I got, because you realize I just got into San Antonio, so I had California license plates. And basically what the Texas guy was saying, all right, California, I ran your plates, and they came back clean. I don't see any prize for drugs or anything else, but next time I see you buying weed in a Chuck E. Cheese parking lot, your white privilege is not going to save you, boy. Now, am I wrong in that interpretation in anybody's estimation, or do you think that's basically what happened?
I think they were definitely giving you a warning.
Yeah, probably, Paul. They were probably running your plates, and probably something else came up, and they're probably just like, well, we got to deal with this other situation.
I was terrified. I drove home the whole way. My hands and legs were shaking.
But, I mean, your position with the cop, I mean, he obviously saw that you bought something. He
was probably watching from somewhere, saw that some transaction went down.
Well, I guarantee you the guy you bought it from probably wasn't very smart and was probably doing this in the same spot over and over again to get noticed. Because, I mean, why else would a cop just be sitting there?
Yeah, I mean, look, he clearly didn't. His operation was under surveillance. I mean, maybe it wasn't. I mean, it wasn't like we were hiding. We were in a fucking Chuck E. Cheese parking lot right near the interstate.
Another thing, too, is, Paul, is that sometimes these people are informants, but you might have just been someone like with this guy buying a lot of weed. And it's like, no, it's just some guy.
No,
some
I was buying,
player.
like, the first buy, I never buy a lot of weed anyway because I don't want to get a bunch of seeds and stems. So I bought, not a lot of weed, but that doesn't even, like, it was just every transaction that I had for weed after that, and I didn't use Chang Wang for very much longer, as you can imagine. I found another guy, but, it went from something that I used to not even really worry about to something that I was worried I was going to get gaffled up every fucking time I did it.
Well, sure.
After that. Never had another run-in with the cops, never had any other brushes with the law when I was in Texas, but that alone was enough to put me on edge the entire fucking year I was there.
Oh, yeah.
All right. So I think it's time to
a
wrap up
beautiful
the
story,
show.
a beautiful show. Remember, if you hate Jimmy Dore, give us a thumbs up.
Yep.
Or if you just like us, I guess.
If you like Paul's story, give it a thumbs up.
Give it a thumbs up.
Do you think the cops should have arrested me? Give it a thumbs
a
up.
3-hour and 13-minute show.
That's pretty dope.
Nice.
And we also recorded a
Paul.
bunch of fucking clips today.
Which will be released over the course of the next 3 days, so stay tuned.
Paul should be in a federal fucking prison for drug smuggling, dude.
Fuck, dude. Don't say
Smug
that.
druggling.
Don't
You-
say that, dude.
Paul went across state lines.
I didn't smuggle
Good night,
any fucking
everybody.
drugs.
He admitted it.
Admitted drug smuggler Paul's ego.